Pizza time.
Oh my god. I just want this to be over. I really do. This is all so stupid. But you've seen the thumbnail. I gotta talk about this, and I got some things to say because some shit has gone down, guys. Alright. Not gonna be joined alone though. Coming in right now, at least. We're gonna have another person coming in a minute, but right now it's Saggy Melons.
Yo, what up?
So, Saggy, have you seen this thumbnail?
What the hell is that?
It's we're serving up turkey tonight, boy.
Oh God.
So this is the main person who kind of sort of will help me a little bit with this because there was a situation that happened yesterday evening and a situation that's happened this afternoon that I have to address, and to help me address that as well, it's Matt Jarbo. Welcome, Matt.
Hello.
So you and I have been dealing with quite a lot last week, and especially yesterday evening.
Things are weird, RJ. All right,
things are very
like
weird.
why do we have to deal with this shit? You know what I mean? It's one thing to be mad at people, okay? Like I'm okay with that, right? Like it's okay to be upset, but what's not okay is basically going like, hey there, RJ, you got this nice future you're looking at there. It would be a shame if something would have happened to it, you know?
Yeah, we're gonna get into that. Okay, so how do we explain like the TLDR before this incident?
Well, it depends how far do you want to go with.
Let's just explain the recent drama that's happened lately.
Okay.
Before we get into the incident from yesterday. So, Saggy, do you want to explain this?
Like all the drama?
I guess so, like a summary.
Okay, I'll try to give the summary because it's a lot, but I'll try to give the TLDR version. So, Enosh had made it publicly known on Mad Max's channel a few nights ago that he was being harassed, and the person who was harassing him was Skywalker the Jedi. Skywalker
he believed that it was Skywalker the Jedi.
He believed he believed it was Skywalker the Jedi, and he expressed this to Max. And this was on air. A lot of people, it was just a screaming match, but after the show, I hopped on the backstage, RJ hopped on the backstage, and Enosh was still there, and the argument continued. So behind the scenes, basically what was being misunderstood and what's being misrepresented as far as Mad Max's version of the story and people who were there, and what's being misrepresented was that Enosh did draw a line in the sand, but overall the whole point was like, you know, if we're being friends and we're telling you that somebody you're associating with is doing something, Max's whole argument was like, well, I want to talk to that person. We weren't telling him not to talk to Skywalker or to drop him from his life or whatever. It was more like we were saying, don't go to him and talk to him and ask him about what Enosh is telling you, because what is the point? He's not going to tell you the truth. That was the core of what we were trying to convey to that group. That led to us being now guilting by association. We're telling Max who to associate with. And again, the only person who really drew that line was technically Enosh, and for obvious reasons. Like if Skywalker is indeed harassing Enosh and doing all these things to Enosh, I think it's fair that Enosh has a right to draw a line in the sand.
Enosh is his family, potentially.
Right, his family as well. Like, yeah, this is people who have potentially gone off to his family as well. So again, Enosh is the only one who pretty much had the most reason to draw a line in the sand, where the rest of us were kind of just like, you shouldn't talk to Skywalker because he's not going to tell you the truth. It's pointless. So that kind of led to us saying, you know what, we were all done with each other. No issues. We all were going to go our separate ways. The very next thing that happens is that Max has Skywalker on his channel.
Leon of the New Geeks.
Right. He's and Max is bad mouthing me. He's bad mouthing RJ. He's threatening legal action. He's allowing these guys on his channel to threaten legal action.
Threatening legal action against Jimbo for a situation with another person in his chat, a moderator.
Right. Oh, also, I will say this just for full transparency. We also had our grievances with Zeno, who is one of Max's mods. We had our grievances there. There were some issues that we have conveyed to that group about Zeno, and obviously we were told basically tough cookies. Like, I don't care. We're like, cool, whatever. You know, we dealt with it. We've coexisted for a long time up until this new development. So I guess is there anything else you want to add? I think that's like the majority of it. It's like we're friends. We had complaints. We expressed those complaints to our friend. We weren't trying to tell him what to do. We were just telling him how we felt.
Basically, Max made some really bad decisions that have resulted in a lot of us agreeing that it's time to cut ties with MME and move on. And a lot of his viewers and members have thought the same.
Correct. And again, I just want to make it clear because I'm apparently getting the brunt of everything. This was not my fault. I wanted all of this stuff, this drama, to stay behind the scenes. I wasn't going to publicly address it until it was already being publicly broadcasted by Mad Max.
Mm. And that leads into the situation, because for me, I was done. I was ready to walk away. I'm done. I wiped my hands clean. I just wanted to just do my own thing. The reason I'm here today, though, is because there's a new situation that happened Sunday evening. You know, I was sitting there watching The Last of Us, getting ready to watch that episode, the new episode of my dad, and then Matt, you texted me. Okay? Now,
I did.
You did, because something was going on, and you explained to me, and if you want to explain, go right ahead.
Yeah, so essentially, I had talked with Max on Sunday a couple of times, and he wanted to establish a call with both RJ and myself, and he wanted Brian, Master of None, to be there to explain something, but he wouldn't tell me what it is. He wanted me there because he wanted me to also, once I guess got the information, to explain to RJ that something was happening, right? Or to explain that Max is correct, or basically something like that. And but he wouldn't tell me what's going on. I had assumed it had something to do with Zeno, given that controversy, but Max still didn't tell me. So last night, Max let me know that he and Brian were in a call. I let RJ know, and when RJ was available, the four of us got on a call together.
As soon as I got done watching The Last of Us, it popped on. I had no clue what was going to be said. All I knew is that Max wanted to talk to me.
That's it. And that's all I knew, because since Max would not tell me anything else, what then proceeded to happen?
How do you describe what happened? Is that basically it turned into a very lengthy lecture about myself and my future endeavors and my life, and what I can only describe as a thinly veiled threat, and the threat of potential blackmail.
Yeah.
Matt, would you categorize what was said as blackmail?
Yeah, I would categorize what was threatened last night as blackmail. And the context on that front, and it's like, look, when you have, I don't know if that was his intent. It felt like one of those like scared straight moments,
Well,
or they're gonna haul you into a prison and put you up against criminals and be like, "This is what you want your life to be like."
Well, basically what it was is that it was lambasting Saggy and another friend of mine, Hans, for their actions, and saying basically that I have a future to look forward to, and that I need to stop associating with these people, or basically that I need to drop all of this because I have a future that I shouldn't be wasting on this, and that I could potentially get into ramifications and lose employment opportunities and such. Very weird.
Yeah. Well, and again, what the context of what brought that up was, keep in mind, none of this, folks, has anything to do with Max on any conceivable level outside of accusations made against his moderator, Zeno. That's it. All right. Nothing. And so what Max is effectively doing is running defense for Zeno, and basically saying, if these accusations come forward, I'm gonna have to do.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to. He's gonna have to respond by taking one person's account, which, as has been explained to me by a few people now, is wrong.
Yes, basically what Max told me in that moment last night was, you need to tell your friends to shut up about these accusations about Xeno, or else I'm going to go and go live with the full context of everything that happened, and it won't be good for you. Even though I'm not the one really positioning things against Xeno much anymore, that would be Jimbo and potentially Saggy, who he's more upset at. So
And I
basically,
well,
I'm being thrown into the fire for no
Correct
reason.
yourself. Correct yourself. I had, when it comes to this specific thing, I actually defended. I was the only one that defended Xeno with that accusation. So I don't know why I'm the one being blamed for anything when, even when the incident happened in the first place that got people to call him that, I defended him. So I don't know why I'm the person to blame when that incident happened. I was the one who ran into that other Discord. By the way, just to tell you guys what this is about, because I don't want to do this thing, so I don't really care anymore, because I'm not letting anyone hold shit over my head, and I damn well will sure let anyone hold shit over RJ's head. But what the issue was is Xeno once upon a time entered another content creators Discord server that were prominently full of people of color, and he said the N-word with the hard R a couple times, and then he said it with the A. Now, I went in there when I heard about it, and I actually defended Xeno. And I blame myself because I had allowed Xeno to be comfortable saying those words in front of me, but I did not expect him to think he could say it in front of other people. So again, let's get the full context out there that I defended Xeno when that incident happened, and people who were in that Discord when it happened can tell you that I did, and I did defend Xeno. So when people are saying I'm calling Xeno and accusing Xeno of being a racist, I was the one who defended him. First and foremost, just want to put that out there. And I'll be right back. I got to get my bubble tea.
No, you're fine. You're fine. So yeah, I mean, there's that. That's why there's a lot of issues, and Xeno has repeated very negative behavior and a lot of issues that we don't need to get into, but people are very well aware of some of the things that he's done, even outside of that Discord incident. Now, so that happened Sunday night, and it was basically a thinly veiled threat of blackmail against me, where it's like, hey, Xeno is saying these things about you. He claims this, so if you don't tell your friends to shut up, I'm going to go forward with the full context and what Xeno's telling me, which may actually be a bunch of lies and misconceptions and a bunch of nonsense. Which, that was very weird and very uncomfortable for me, and I don't know. I was just I wasn't a big fan of that. Let's put it that way. Then we go to today, and just for context, Matt, I have no clue who you talked to today, what happened today. All I can tell you is that things started going a bit sideways. Things started, things were starting to come out a little bit about the situation. I kind of let it slip to Saggy. I'll be full honest about what happened on Sunday night. And people started talking about it. It started spreading. And then Max got in contact with me and decided to basically be like, hey, I'm seeking legal counsel. I'm seeking legal counsel. And he crafted a legal statement with his legal counsel, apparently, and he read it live on the air to try and put an end to things, as well as somewhat issuing an apology against towards me and Jimbo. Although I watched it and I don't really know what to make of it, to be honest. I mean, Matt, I know you watched it, and I just don't know. This whole thing is just getting crazy.
Well, yeah, like we all watched it together. And the thing here that Max is I feel bad for Max because he's clearly emotionally distressed over this. But it's a distress of his own making. And he put himself in the center of the situation that did not concern him necessarily. And then only
wait, Matt, I gotta correct you there, because I'm not gonna be unfair here and say that he put himself in. I mean, I would say we did try to bring this to attention, so that would be a little bit of our responsibility for trying to bring it to his attention. I think that if anything, I would take that back and say he didn't like get involved. I feel like he should have just put his foot down firmer and just walked away and said, not my problem. And then at that point we could have just walked away ourselves and just let it go.
Sure, but no one also forced him to bring Skywalker on and then address these accusations directly to Skywalker.
Oh yeah, true.
Without any evidence to back up.
And he admitted this. Max gave in to Skywalker's demands to make it a live stream. He said, "I will not even address this or even listen to anything you have to tell me unless it's on a live stream." He didn't have to listen to those demands, but he did. So again, that's his own damn fault too.
That's what I'm talking about here. Is instead of just listening to what was being said and then going like, okay, whatever with it, like that ain't my problem, which, you know, is not that difficult to do. It's not that difficult to go, yeah, these are accusations that are coming out. This definitely sucks. I don't talk to these guys, so I got no idea what it has to do with me. And then moving on with his, movie commentary, he instead decided to put out a live stream, which to a fair amount of his audience alienated them, given the situation involving the quote unquote cool table and everybody else who just wants, good DC movies and stuff. And he went that route and people started, distancing themselves, unsubbing. I think he lost like 20 subs or something. And people started pulling their memberships. And that caused him a lot of mental anguish.
That wasn't our fault. That wasn't our fault.
That wasn't our fault. That was not anyone's fault but his own. And so he then kept saying, I just need to go to sleep. I just need to go to sleep. But instead of going to sleep, decided to go through with this awkward plan last night of he only wanted me there to try to tell RJ that he wanted me to get RJ basically to listen to him and to tell him to
basically you were there to be like the person who would try and convince me to do the right thing.
Well, he was also trying to say like this would impact me, because look, if you guys don't know, a decade ago,
trying to say that whatever would come out about me.
By the way, did we get to that yet? Because I will explain that, because I'm not letting Zeno or anyone hold stuff over.
I personally don't think we need to go that far. I think the message has been sent. But if they decide to pursue this further and start dropping this context, I can drop the context myself with you, Saggy, if we need to address that in the future. I would hope it doesn't get to that level, but given the situation and how it's escalated to potential blackmailing, I don't know. Well, we will cross that bridge when we get
here's
there.
The thing. Let's just say I assume some people already know, because anyone in that circle. And I'm going to say this because I'm just going to address it, because I know you guys probably ignore it, but I'm going to say this to Little Movie Perp. No. Literally, I've seen all the comments that y'all are saying, and you're all blaming me. Number one, I want to make it clear, I didn't start this. Okay? It started when Enosh and him had their little spat on a stream. Okay? That's where it started. And all I did was stand by Enosh. So I silently blocked people, and I didn't want anything to do with it anymore. So what did I actually do? The only thing I did was react to what the crap was being said about me. I'm taking all of the blame for everything. And I find it really ironic that behind the scenes, what Max is doing is the exact same thing that he is publicly accusing us of doing. He is telling people to distance themselves from me, because I am fine with a word that was meant to hurt people, to hurt me because I'm a black person. Okay? Because I'm not going to allow that word to offend me and hurt me. That is what it comes down to. That's what it is. That's the big thing that he's trying to say, is because some people have said that word around me and I was fine with it. But again, I never called Zeno a racist. He's putting that on other people who are saying, well, you use that word. Okay? I'm just going to say it. Because again, RJ, don't let people hold stuff over your head. I'm done with this game. Why are we playing it? This is like literally the most frustrating. This is YouTube. This is YouTube, guys. And all I'm saying is, at the end of the day, I did nothing other than speak my piece, and I kept it moving. That's it. So for everyone going in his chat saying, oh, Saggy's so awful, she's problematic, I didn't do shit to anybody. I spoke my piece. Nobody wanted to hear it. Cool. We don't got to be friends. Why are you putting up a live stream yelling at the top of your lungs because your wife's out of town? Fuck Saggy Melons. The fuck did I do? I didn't do anything. I stood by Enosh, and I stayed silent. So if anyone's going to blame anyone here, sorry, Max, it's you. You did the live stream. You didn't have to even bring me up, but you did. For what? And no, what are you going to ask, little movie perp? What are you going to ask? We don't have to answer your questions. I'm sorry, but like, why are you here? Because I don't understand. You had a lot to say in that, and you were in that StreamYard. You were in that backstage, little movie perp. So when you're sitting there on Max's chat and on his live streams, enabling this, I don't want to answer your questions. I don't know if Matt or RJ do, but while I'm here, I don't want you here to ask questions because what you were in that StreamYard and you're also signing off on why are these people, this is sad how these people are treating you, movie perp. I saw your comment. How are we treating Max? How are we treating Max?
If Perp has any questions, he can DM them to me on Discord. And I can do my best to answer them.
I'll answer questions as well.
So I'm just saying, it's like, I don't know.
But
well, I just want to know because all these people have so much to say about us on Max's stream and saying these aren't your real friends. This is awful how they're treating you. How are we treating Max? We're treating him no different than he has treated us. But we're the bad guys, especially me. Yeah, I get it. I'm a loudmouth. I talk a lot of shit. I'm angry. I have emotions. That's my crime? This is my crime? Is that you just don't like my opinions and I'm too loud? Get over it. Don't listen. Tune out. You know, now people are making threats. Max sitting here made this whole thing.
And no, we're not doing that. It is no. We're not.
Yeah, that person was in my chat and said the same thing. I just got rid of him. Max's whole argument is they're trying to guilt me by association, and yet behind the scenes he's doing that same thing to me. But y'all don't want to call that out, do you? Because I'm
okay. Hold on. We're kind of getting off topic here. To be fair, I mean, I understand Perp has got his questions he wants to ask. I mean, if anything, ask him in the chat, see if they answer them. If that's the best thing you can offer for right now.
Well, I'm just the reason I did this stream is because I'm coming forward with what exactly happened and what's going on right now. Because Max's 10-minute video that he just published was in large part referencing basically the attempted blackmail against me, which is why he issued that apology and read that legal statement. Because now he's apparently seeking legal counsel for things. So
I did tell Max this morning that he's basically doing what Andy Signor did to him. And that, you know, it's illegal. Blackmail is a crime. It's illegal. So he contacted legal counsel and set out to do an apology. His apology was very interesting in regards to, and this is my personal opinion, the fact that he starts off by trying to say, well, everybody did wrong things. No, they didn't. And that's not what we're talking about. It's trying to obfuscate from responsibility. Like, oh, well, I did bad, but we're all bad. So it's really just kind of conflating everything. Having a bad opinion or maybe insulting someone personally is not the same thing as literally pulling them into a private call and going, hey, if you or your friends talk about this again, I'm going to do this. And you don't want it to hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's it. That's where it's at. That's the context of the situation. And what Max didn't say in that video was the why he was issuing it. And I understand, you know, in that video, he says that the threat wasn't the intent, but it was. I mean, there's no other way around it.
Well, I'll pull up the clip when he brings up my comment because I listened because he called me on stream and I went on the StreamYard before everything, and you know this is what he said when he pulled up the comment, and I'll pull it up. Like this is what he legit said.
Speculation on the entertainment industry. We really need to be careful with accusations. Okay. I apologize if it was perceived that way, RJ. I'm not equipped to handle this, and I have stated that I do not want to get involved in the past, and I don't want to be forced to render judgment because I'm obviously not equipped and I can't handle it. Okay.
So it was a thing of, I'm sorry you perceived it that way. Which, I'm sorry, it's kind of bullshit.
Right. Samir, I see what you're saying. We did nothing wrong. There's nothing to be mature about. We did nothing wrong. So, don't know what to tell you. We did nothing wrong.
I mean, again, the only thing that we did was walk away when Max chose to bring on people that we viewed as harmful. And that that were allegedly, we had to use that word, were harassing our friend and his family and taking a stand with them.
And the only accusation, and it's not even an accusation because it's literally like Skywalker admitted to it. The only thing I said that Skywalker had done or said about me, Skywalker confirmed it on that stream with Max. So I'm in the clear. So
what a lot of this boils down to is when we talk about accusations or speculative accusations, all right, like when you have people being harassed through Instagram, and then the family member of that person goes on a rant and basically points the finger, claiming to have seen evidence and proof of that without providing it. And that is something that I have called out multiple times. And then in that instance, that's what Max decided to do by bringing on Skywalker, was to try to, I don't know, like clear the air, so to speak. But the sad thing is it just pushed things further. And he started, like crying on Scream. He was screaming at Saggy and at Lunga, and then he came on my stream and he was starting to cry. He almost cried in his thing tonight, or his video today. I mean, Max, my honest advice is to deactivate and bail out for a month. Just recoup. Figure out that being this terminally online is not the best thing for you. Mm-hmm. Because clearly, if you are at the point of issuing threats to your friends that you claim to be your friends, you claimed RJ was like a brother, and then you have to
blackmail me.
Yeah, and then when that's called out, you seek legal advice and put out a statement and talking about YouTube terms of service, okay, or social media terms of service, again, not really involving what we're talking about or the threats that were issued and things like that. It's like, okay, we're clearly at a space where he needs to distance himself from stuff. And I did tell Max today to take a recommended dosage of sleeping pills and sleep for 12 hours. Because that's where he's at. And I reminded him that what he did was potentially illegal, and that there would be no lawyer that would ever look at what he had to say as being anything other than that. And then they would tell him to drop it because they don't want to be complicit in a crime.
And again, God forbid I had actually recorded that thing and could have put him on blast for that too, but I didn't. So I'm not the kind of person who's going to record back rooms like that. But it was bad. And again, everyone in that room, because Max left, agreed that what he did was essentially blackmailing. Even Brian.
Yes.
So there's no debate about our interpretation of this. Every person in that room, when Max left and got up and left, agreed that it was essentially a form of blackmail.
Yep, it was 100%. That's why I popped off today. And sorry, I was going to say, sorry, because I will say this. I unblocked Max and sent him a message, because this is, like I said, this is all stupid. We, as a core, no one did anything crazy, right? Even Max, no one on Max, Max is no one's doing anything crazy. So also the people coming in here trying to say that Max needs to get their platform to cancel, can you just kick rocks? Stop. it's not that deep. The only reason why we're even talking about it is because we are making sure that we are giving you our side of the story from what actually happened from our end, because we have people saying things about us that just is not factually true.
Mm-hmm. And when you have people in your communities, such as a Xeno, who is a known habitual liar, a known troll, a known piece of shit, okay, who is spreading lies and misinformation about pretty much everyone he's ever gotten into contact with that he knows anything about, twisting things and such, people need to come forward and give proper context as to what exactly is going on. So, again, I am doing this because I was blackmailed, essentially, threatened with blackmail, and am in a position now where I don't know who to trust in terms of who I want to actually talk to. Because the person I thought I could trust is now telling me that they're listening to this known habitual troll and instigator and is receiving information from them. And I don't know who I don't even know what this person said.
Yeah. And I just told the person today, because this is Zeno, somebody who has at one point had my phone number. He knows my real name. I told him today when he was in another person's chat, I was like, you might as well just full dox me. You might as well just tell everyone who I am, because at this point, that's basically, you're getting close. You might as well. I don't know why. I don't know what any of us did to warrant this level of crazy. Like, no one has done anything to these people.
Well, either way, Tony, blackmail, extortion, whatever it is, it's wrong. Like, whatever word we want to use here, it's fucked up. Especially as someone who he claimed was like a brother to him, someone that he claimed was a friend to him. What happened was fucked up. And I don't give a shit if you're on 2 hours of sleep or any of that shit. I understand you're going through shit. We all go through shit, though, man. Shit, how many times have I been late at night, 3 a.m, tired out of my ass, trying to handle drama between friends? I've been there, too.
Yeah.
Way too many times.
We've all been there, dude. We've all tried to keep everyone together. We've all tried. We've all tried to keep people together. We've tried to keep everybody to get along, and sometimes we just failed. And this is just one of those moments where it's like,
and again,
hey,
Samir, I'm not shocked that happened. I saw it happen live. It's because Zeno is a terrible mod who wants an echo chamber to pretend to be a nice guy to Max. We know, I've seen these tactics. I know what's going on.
Right. It's like you guys are acting like we have not all been friends with each other. Like, obviously, we just our chemistry just doesn't. We were trying to force force each other to be friends. Because we're content creators, I guess, and it just we need to.
And I want to clarify too, like, I'm not trying to milk this shit. I was done with everything until Sunday evening when I keep getting these messages begging me to come onto a StreamYard to talk. And then what happens is I get told, oh yeah, if you don't tell your other friends to shut up about these Xeno things, I'm gonna have to give context and expose you. The fuck? You know, like, the whole thing is just incredibly frustrating.
What cracked me up, though, was the whole thing about me. And he's all like, yeah, but like, you went through the whole polar bear thing. I'm like, yeah, that was a decade ago. Like, everyone knows the polar bear thing happened, and I've apologized for it repeatedly. So it's like, it's not going to impact me in the slightest, but it's just ridiculous to be, these are people that are your friends, and instead of trying to actually work things out and talk to them,
all this over Xeno and Skywalker, two people who I don't really think give a fuck about Max.
Well, I mean, it's like but having to then go to do the legal stuff is crazy.
Yeah, I know. The whole thing is just incredible. I don't know. It's just, but it is what it is. I mean, again, they want to hold things over my head. I mean, might as well just take the power away from it. I don't even know at this point. I don't know what to do.
That's what I'm saying, because that's why I said, why let people? This is the thing. The funny thing was, when I heard about this, I laughed. because I'm like, number one, this is something I actively talk about on my own channel. Even during that stream, I had mentioned that incident and said that I was one of the people who defended.
Well,
Zeno
no, the thing is just there's no good explanation for it. I feel like, you know, that was what Max said. Max said there's no way you can actually explain it to where it makes you look good. It's what he literally said to me.
But it doesn't matter because it was my fault, if anything. And like, yeah. So, RJ,
let's just get it over with and just say
okay.
what happened.
I'll explain it
because
okay?
Again, like the whole thing is fucked, and if I say it, I'm gonna mess it up, and it's gonna be
so right. So I'm just gonna explain what Max was holding over RJ's head. Okay.
Real quick, I actually have to bail, so
okay.
Matt, good convenient time.
Convenient
so,
time. You
no,
won't be
but
associated with me no more, huh?
no, yeah, I don't know. It's RJ, you bad boy. You've clearly upset all of your Native American heritage.
I know.
And
Matt, to be fair, Matt already knows about what is being levied against me, and I think
I know, and you know, it is what it is. But I also know the context of it, and yeah, it is what it is. So, you know,
it's like I don't want to be here for the explanation.
No,
yeah, okay.
It's almost 4, and I'm like, yeah, this has been a full day of drama, so I'm just tired.
Yeah. All right.
See you in a bit. I'll see you.
All right, see you. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so back when we were all friends.
First met you guys, actually, I feel like. At least the first month that I knew both you and Hans.
Right. So long story short, we were all in a voice chat, my old Discord server. Zeno was there, of course, because Zeno's the one who told everybody about this. So what happened was RJ wanted to get into a Discord server another Discord server that myself, Zeno, and Hans was in.
It was run by, I believe, Smugpug.
Yeah, so it was run by somebody who this was a Discord that we call it a shit posting Discord. Basically, it's a Discord where there's edgy people like that say.
And I wanted to be in because
RJ, just shush. You don't gotta talk about why you were in there. It doesn't matter. So RJ wanted to go into this Discord server, and again, this is a Discord server that we were all in. Me, Hans, and Zeno. Zeno and me came from the same community, so this is a community we were used to. And in this community, people in there drop some words that are offensive, racial slurs, homophobic slurs. It's an edgelord Discord server. This is something we used to be in a long time, like
not the typical place I would go into.
Right. So RJ wanted to go in there because his reason for it is he wanted to use a stupid emoji.
It was a dancing pug. I wanted a dancing pug.
Anyways, he wanted the stupid pug. So he wanted to go in the Discord server, and we told RJ no, because we know RJ is kind of not edgy, right? And we were like, RJ, we said, RJ, they use words in there that I don't think you would be comfortable with. And he was like, no, I can handle it. And we said, no, dude, like, I try to keep that type of stuff separate. Like, I don't want
for like 2 hours about it.
So we argued for 2 hours. So then we got into discussion of the words that are used, more importantly, the N word and the F slur. And how, for me personally, as a Black woman who's part of the LGBTQ community, those words don't bother me. So I kind of like pushed RJ to say the words. And RJ refused for a long time. Same with Hans, because Hans also was somehow name dropped as well. But I was the one who pushed him. I pushed him and pushed him. Finally, RJ just gave in, and he said it once. And that was it. And he said it. He's like, that felt awful. I never use that word. I hate this word. It's stupid. I said, yeah, but you got out your system, RJ. Now you said it once. Now you never have to do it.
And it was, just to be clear, it was not with the hard R.
Right.
It was not.
So
it was the
it was not. One. Yeah, it was not with the hard R. Okay. So I allowed him to do it. I pressured him to do it. So if anyone's going to be blamed for that, it's me. Okay, so again, that was what they were.
And again, I said I have never used that word ever again. I said it was stupid. I would admit that even doing it now just to get into a Discord server was stupid. But it is what it is, you know.
Right. So that is what Mad Max was holding over RJ's head. That he thought was so awful to cancel RJ because RJ did say that. Now here's the other context that I want people to understand, okay, is that the reason why people were calling Zeno a racist was because Zeno went into another person's Discord server and started saying those words with the hard R. Okay? And those people were upset. Now, again, I went in there and I actually defended Zeno, and I said that was my fault because I allowed Zeno to be comfortable saying that around me in my Discord server. So that's why he went to the other Discord server. So again, without the context, all people hear is that RJ said the N-word without any context. Now you have the context.
Actually, that is true. Eddie is correct. Zeno has also said that word on streams, including, I believe, I think he might have said it on Broden's stream once, but I don't remember. I know he said on someone's stream.
So there, like I said, no, we're not going to let people hold things over our heads.
No, I know. I'm just saying, I know I'm going to get shit for it. And again, having that over my head to where it's supposedly going to impact my future employment and going to impact my life and friendships. It is what it is.
Mind you, RJ's Latino, by the way. RJ's not a white boy, but either way.
It doesn't matter. I wouldn't say that word anyway.
But here's my other thing too, right? Is that Zeno has been seen. I'm calling you out, Zeno. I know you're watching. Zeno, the only reason why you know the things you do, especially when you go around telling people, oh, Saggy used to hang out with doxers. I hung out in servers that happen to have doxers, and that is true. But you also know that because you are also in the same Discord servers with the same type of people. But Zeno doesn't tell you guys that. So the context matters. And I said that to RJ when I heard this, is the context matters because people love to shit on me about things that I've already openly admitted. I have no secrets to hide. But he twists them to make it seem like I'm this awful person who does these awful things. Meanwhile, doesn't tell you how he knows that information. He knows it because Zeno was in the same Edgelord Discord servers that I was in. That's how I knew Zeno. That's how I met Zeno.
Saying way worse things, by the way.
So if you're gonna come for me, mind you, I'm not like that anymore. I don't hang out those Discord servers anymore.
Neither do I. I left a long time ago.
Right, like we don't hang around those Discord servers anymore. So people want to hold things, like I said on my channel many times. People love to hold things over my head, like try to hold me accountable for things in my past that I've already taken accountability for many times. I have no secrets. I'm not ashamed. I've done things. I've said things. It is what it is. So I'm not sitting here playing a moral high ground. I never have, and I never will. But at the same time, I'm still gonna call out things if they're wrong, because too many people on the internet do play the high moral ground and never look in the mirror and see what they do themselves. So again, if we're gonna play this game, we can play it because there's nothing to lose for me. Oh well,
I actually do have things to lose, but it is what it is.
Well, if that's the thing, though, if people were to come for you, that says more about them than it does you. Like, sorry. Yeah. Like, if you guys are going to take this and start making, like, veiled threats about going after people for saying a word one time in a Discord server that I was the one who gave him permission to do so and pressured him into doing it.
I barely even said the word. I tried, like, slowly syllable,
like you mumbled it.
I mumbled it. Like it wasn't even like I actually like said it either. But it is right. What it is.
Right.
There's no good explanation for it. I mean, it was.
Stupid, that there's no. It's not even. It's like a big nothing burger. Like everyone in the chat, you were worried about. I'm like everyone's just like, oh, so Saggy gave you the pass and you said you mumbled it once and that was it. Yeah, that was it, guys. Woo! Cancel RJ. RJ's an awful person. You know, your life is going to be impacted for your career because you said a word one time in a Discord server that literally only like 4 people heard, and one of them being a black person who was the one pressuring them to say it because I thought it was fucking funny. And I was like, RJ, if you want to come into this Discord server, you got to at least be prepared that you're going to see those words.
I would hope it wasn't recorded, Samir, but if it was, oh well. I mean, Zeno is...
No, it wasn't recorded. And even if it was, who cares? You know, I mean, again, it was no big deal. But when people say stuff, they leave out context and they try to make it seem like it was worse than it was. And like I explained this to everybody who asked me about it. I said, that's all that was. He said it with the A. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Hell, I tried to get him to say it with the R just to be funny and he refused. So there you go. Like, deal with it.
Yeah.
Come for me. Don't come for RJ. Come for me.
Yeah, this whole thing is just so dumb. It's so dumb. I don't even know what to say. I mean, that's basically what it was. And that's what this whole blackmailing thing was about. Trying to publish context that would paint me look bad. Because, and Max brought up the whole stutter thing, too. Remember that from Zodrider when Zodrider tried to cancel me on a live stream because I made fun of people who stutter and make fun of people with disabilities?
I don't remember that. This too many
Remember,
times.
do you remember Scoot? Remember Scoot on that Twitter
yeah.
space when I clapped back at him? Zodrider clipped that out and played it on his live stream to make it seem like I make fun of people with disabilities. Even though that guy was not disabled, he was just an asshole. And then Max brought that up too, being like, "You can't be a future teacher being seen like this. You're making fun of people with disability." I'm like, "No, I'm not. That guy didn't have a disability. It doesn't matter. It looks bad." I'm like, okay. Like, that's what I'm saying. This shit's just getting too much. Like, because I do have a life to look forward to. I got things. I got a career. I don't need this. I don't.
Right.
But
no,
I'm
going
to stick with my morals and do what I need to do because this is ridiculous.
Right, but that's what I'm saying is like at the end of the day, I mean, I appreciate everyone saying like good on you for owning up your stuff, but I always do. I've never not. And so that's why I'm confused why everyone's mad at me and just making it seem like Max is the big victim here. I'm like, dude, no one did anything crazy to him. That's the thing that makes me mad and why I did my stream and stuff. Cause I'm like, no one did anything to him. Like if he's mad because I said he does it for YouTube, that is my opinion. That is my opinion, my right to say it like anyone else's. It's not an accusation. That's just what I say because that's what I feel. If you don't like that, I'm sorry. But I'm not going to sit here and continue to let people lie. Like, I had to correct another lie the other day. When I heard the stream, because I didn't fully hear the whole stream, I couldn't bear myself to do it. I was just like mad that he was doing it. But when I actually listened to some things he said, there were some things that are factually untrue. He was saying that in his comment section of one of his videos, I was there trying to convince people. He blocked me because I was trying to convince people that he was a bad person. I told him how I felt. Now, he mentioned somebody specifically by name that he said I tried to convince that person that Max was a bad person. I have screenshots that literally show I said 3 words to that person. I said the person's name and then no, LOL. That's all I said. Was that me convincing this person that Max is a bad person? All I said was LOL, no. That's why I'm mad, because one thing I don't like is people lying about me. Just the same like Max says, I don't want people spreading lies about me. I don't either. And he has. And I can very much prove all of it. Everything he said about me, it's not true. It's based on what? I gossip with Lunga. He said that. No, I don't. Where's the proof that I do that? Are you in our phone call conversations? We don't talk about Max. Okay. The only time Max is talked about between me and Lunga is when I'm talking about Max on my live stream and it's public. There's no gossip. Gossip is things you say behind the scenes, right? I'm not gossiping.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the proof? So
it's up your candy ass. Pretty much. Like I said, this whole thing is just so stupid, man. It's so dumb.
Is your connection skipping, or is it just me? Is anybody else hearing him skip, or is it just me?
I think I'm fine. Why?
No, I don't know. I keep skipping on my end.
I think it's just you have a really bad connection for some reason. You have a whack. You're wacky. Wacky.
Okay, that's just me.
Yeah, that's
I'm wacky. Oh well, I mean, I guess if I guess now, because like I'm kind of like whatever. If Little Movie Purpose still here, you're welcome to come on and ask your questions now, because I'm sure your questions are going to be bunch of whatever. Because like
I don't think that this would be I don't think it'd be very productive, because I think no offense, but I think you're already in that kind of mood. I don't think it'd be like good. I mean, if he's still here and he wants to come on, that's fine. But
I mean, go for it. I said what I had to say. If he wants to ask some more questions, I'm good now. I got that off my chest, because like the one thing that's ticking me off is like holding stuff over our heads. I don't like that. Like, why are you holding things over our heads? I don't hold things over your head. I don't hold things over anyone's head. Like, hey, if you guys don't do something, I'm gonna do this. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll see if he wants to come on. I'll send him something if I can find him. Let's see.
And see, I love it. Every time there's drama, look at all the people. That are,
Tony
like,
wants to come on now.
People.
Do we want Tony on?
I don't care who comes on anymore. I'm just like I said. I was again. I woke up today and I was fine until I heard this stuff. I'm like, what is going on, dude? Like everyone says they want it to be done, and then nobody can stop. Like what is the?
Well,
like,
no.
can
To
stop
be fair,
going
neither
something.
can you. You can't stop either. But I understand why.
Wait, what happened?
I said neither can you.
I can't hear you because it's skipping on my end.
I said neither can you. Whoa.
Neither can you what? Because it's skipping on my side. Don't forget.
Just reset.
Okay, I'll reset.
Damn. You don't have to have StreamYard, David. Let's see. Message requests. All right, let's see. Links have been sent. Yeah, let's get a new laptop set. It ain't that hard. Let's get a new laptop. How hard can it be? I think Twitter's down. I can't tell though. No, it's because someone turned on the PS4. Turn off the PS4. How hard is that?
What the hell is going on, RJ?
What's up?
You naughty little boy.
Yeah, well, everyone commits crimes eventually.
I really wish somebody had recorded
The
that,
hell
RJ.
was that? I was a fan.
That was the same fan that was in that video where they were making fun of that one guy. Saggy's busted in 4K now.
Saggy, are you behind the Gadfly account? She's mute.
She can't hear us. But no, I really do wish somebody recorded that, RJ. Because you are so soft, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that like so innocent.
But that's why I had him say it. That's why I was like, say it, you little bitch.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
listen,
and I
like,
could imagine the way RJ would have said it, and like all like.
Oh, he
looking
mumbled it.
around
He was
the
like,
room.
It was about
Like, is
as
anybody
quiet
listening?
as you can imagine.
yo, he
RJ
mumbled
probably
it.
closed some windows, closed his blinds, closed his door.
Yeah,
real quick.
he mumbled
Put a
it. And it was
towel under the door so the word wouldn't
Right.
slip out.
And it's funny. It's funny because that's the big gotcha, and that's the big, oh, this is gonna ruin your life. And I'm like, bro, what?
Yeah. Well, Tony, do you have any thoughts on Max's apology video or anything that's going on?
It wasn't an apology video so much as
Well,
a
sorry, he read
statement.
a legal statement. And apologized.
I don't know who Max's legal counsel is. I can't speak to that, but whoever it was probably should have advised Max not to do that. That was a really weird written statement. If it was escalating to that level, if he actually thought that you were going to press charges or something because of the extortion, then a lawyer would have said, Max, the last thing you want to do is make a public statement on YouTube about the situation.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't believe he got legal counsel. I believe he got like YouTube friend counsel. If that makes sense.
He also put in the pinned comments, this is new, I haven't seen this, he said, I also apologize to Hans. I should not have given an opinion on his situation either, but please don't ask me.
It's a little late for that. That genie's already been put out of the bottle, right? You can't put it back in.
Yeah. Oh, he said he has a friend who's a lawyer. Is it Saul Goodman? That would explain a lot.
Yeah, but having a friend, see, here's the difference, right? Having a friend that's a lawyer that gives you advice, just because he's a lawyer doesn't mean he's giving you legal advice, right? It's like asking a barber, like, hey, does this haircut look good? He's not necessarily giving you barber advice. He's just giving you personal advice. And I'm sure Max's lawyer friend gave him personal advice because Max's lawyer friend couldn't give him legal advice, or else Max's lawyer friend could be in trouble if any of this blew up in Max's face. And no one who's an actual lawyer would put themselves in legal culpability over some stupid YouTube bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
And I only know
overall,
that because I took 2 years of law school.
so I will say this: one thing that I took out of that video was the lawyer basically told him he was wrong. Like that overall, the lawyer basically told him what we told him is that he was wrong, and by wrong I mean like, yeah, he did not make the choice decisions, and he admitted that. But that's what I'm saying. Like this all could have been avoided if everything just stayed behind the scenes like it should have, and here we are. So I mean, again, I wish I could feel sorry for Max, but considering, you know, I get mental health issues are real, but when this happened last year, I reached out to many people and begged him to stop doing what he was doing now to me. Last year, I begged people. I said, I'll stop going on Enosh's channel. I'll just stay on my YouTube channel so that Max will feel comfortable. You know, this is making me depressed because this is somebody that I cared about. You know, basically just blasting me every single day over something because I just didn't want to come on his channel anymore. And he put me into a mental spiral, and I almost went to the hospital. So I'm sorry if this sounds cruel and harsh, but that's what the situation has made me now. Just I have no compassion anymore, and I'm sorry. I just don't care, because when it happened to me, where were all the people? Y'all weren't there, so why should I care?
Yeah.
No, and I'm not saying Max is a horrible person. I just, to me personally, he is a horrible friend to me.
I mean, he's just a dumbass, and he makes really dumb decisions, and I don't think he always thinks with his head, and I think he cannot make tough decisions whatsoever, and he is alienating his friends because he failed to make the right decision.
Well, like I said, you know, he gaslit me a lot last year, and he made me feel bad about something that I should have never felt bad about, and he put me into a mental spiral. And again, nobody but a few people that I still talk to this day were there. So again, I can't find myself finding any compassion for him right now.
Oof. I didn't know how bad you had gotten, Saggy, or else I would have been there.
Yeah, well, it was like RJ was there,
it was
Hans
bad.
Was there, Jarbo was there, and this was when I was new to YouTube, and I was just like, what is going on? And that's why I kind of just said, you know what, I have to mentally prepare myself to continue to do it, because it's a lot. So that's why I have to shut off those feelings, man, because it's stupid. I can't do it.
Yeah. And I'd like to issue an apology to RJ for bringing down the stream, making women's vaginas dry up now that I'm on here with you. That's what I've been accused of.
I mean, you know, it's all right. We'll get him back.
All I know is this whole apology thing, this whole blackmail thing, extortion, whatever you want to call it, this goes beyond mental health issues, right? You could have mental health issues and still not make these astronomically stupid choices that Mad Max has made in the last couple of days.
Yeah.
I mean, I like I said, I have my mental issues, guys. I still try not to make these bad decisions.
I just don't get, and I'll never understand. This will always baffle me for quite a while. I don't understand what about Skywalker and what about Zeno says, yeah, let me keep talking to those guys and put them above everyone else. It'll never make sense to me. Never will.
Here's the thing with Zeno, I didn't care. I just ignore him, right? I just ignore him, and that's just how I handle things. I was just like, you know what? I'm not gonna press this, because like at one point I did care about Zeno, but it just got too much when, you know, it sucks when you have friends on the internet, right? Because, you know, one day he's your friend, the next day he's dogpiling on you with people who don't like you and are talking shit about you, and then you see somebody who you thought was cool with you adding on to it, you know. And anytime I said something about it, it's like, oh, I can't have an opinion. It's like, it's not an opinion at that point. You're just being an asshole for what? What did I do? And that's the thing. It's like, what did I do to you when I thought we were cool? And then you're in a stream of people talking crap about me because they don't like my content or I called them out or something. And then you're in the chat, like saying personal stuff that I told you and bringing it up in the chat. Okay. Somebody dropped my real legal name one time. All right. On YouTube. Somebody had I was a friend and I had a fight with, and they dropped my name. Okay. Zeno was in the chat saying, oh, she said her name before. No, I haven't. He confused
It doesn't matter if you did or not.
Right. But my point is, right, exactly. But my point being is like, Zeno is that person. You tell him something personal or you trust him and he just tells everybody. And it's like, why? What's me
before?
Right. It's like, what did I do? Like, he never gives me that reason. What did I do?
He didn't do nothing. Zeno's just an asshole.
Right, but for what? For what?
He gets pleasure out of it. He gets joy of seeing the chaos and people turn against each other. He was in someone's live stream. I'm not gonna name any names, but I happened to be on a live stream. I was watching a video. I had nothing else to watch. There was nothing on YouTube, so I'm watching some live streams. And I happened to see Zeno's name because it's obviously easy to recognize. And he goes, "Hey, that," and I'm not gonna say who he's accusing, but he accused somebody. He goes, "Hey, that blank person is the one who did the AI of James Gunn."
Oh no! People already know. You can say
right.
It.
Well, I don't want to make a bigger deal, but I'm saying like just out of nowhere, right? Like
yeah, and he's throwing that accusation around as if it's a fact and trying to convince other people that it's true, even though has anyone seen proof of that shit? So again, if Max is all about accusations and shit, Zeno's another prime example.
Yeah. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I've seen that too, where he accused somebody of being of
making those AI videos.
Yeah, the AI videos. Yeah, and it's like I don't know why. Like it makes
even
no
Aaron's
sense.
like Zeno's a psychopath.
Yeah, but like I said, there's a difference. Like RJ said, there's a difference between going, "Hey, I think," or because of some other situation, maybe he did it, right? But he's dropping this like fact, like this is a fact, and letting other people know, "Hey, I'm just letting you know this fact that this is the guy who did it." And then other people are going to take that and run with it, and then he just sits back and watches the chaos unfold as people are fighting with each other over this thing that he started. He pushes the snowball down the hill, and then he watches as it gathers and gets bigger and bigger, and then smashes into a fucking house.
That's what we've said many times to people. Like, I don't know why he does this. We just want it to stop. Just be a real person and stop stirring the pot and fueling fires. Like, I know that the reason why Zeno wanted the reason why Zeno told RJ about this was because he was mad that he was called out. And again, if you go back on my stream where they were calling Zeno racist, I was the first person who said he wasn't. I said I defended him even when that moment happened. I went into that Discord and I said, hey guys, he's not, So again, what did I do? Zeno, I'm asking, like, what did I do? Because I know you're watching and I know you're gonna report back. What did I do, dude?
You existed.
Like you were a friend, you were a mod on my channel, you were cool, and all of a sudden, anytime I had an opinion you didn't like, or we would argue about something, you just flip it on me, and I'm like, what? Like, he came back because he liked the coverage of Ezra Miller stuff, and he agreed with me. Then all of a sudden, I covered something else, and he just got mad again, and it's like what the hell's wrong with you, bro?
He's weird.
It's like if you don't want to be cool with us, then just don't be cool with us. You don't have to friggin' go around stir pots, dude. Just leave it alone. Let it go. And now he's got his claws into somebody else, and then he's sitting there yapping in somebody's ear. And this is part of why this is all happening, part of what we tried to avoid happening, because we told Max this was happening. And Max was like, oh, I'm not gonna let go. I'm like, no one's even saying that. Just like acknowledge the fact that you're being manipulated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he should have let go of Zeno a long time ago.
And he should have been gone months ago.
I don't even want Zeno gone. I just want Zeno to stop doing this shit.
But he won't.
Won't. That's the thing. He needs to just be excommunicado because he's not the type of person who ever will stop.
I don't even want that. I really just want him to stop.
Zeno should be persona non grata.
Yeah, I'm with Tony on this one, but I understand Saggy.
No, because like I said, I think Zeno has his issues, but like I'm not gonna excommunicado. Like I just won't talk to him, but like I just think he needs to stop.
Oh shit, we got Kratos here.
Jimbo said he wanted to come on like a while ago. You really
Yeah,
took that
no,
long.
he's
Yeah, but
not-
his
he's not coming
dogs
on.
were acting up. He said.
I was eating food. I was just here for moral support. And I was eating food, and then my dogs wanted to be dickheads. So yeah, I'm
All
here
right,
now.
well, all right. Well, thanks for stopping by. All right. No, I was kidding.
All right. I was gonna be peaceful, change Kratos, but I guess I'll, no.
All right, there you go.
Just got fucking quiet.
Yeah,
I
you
got
got
a
out
train
there.
coming,
You
so-
thought you were gonna
so
say
it's
something.
Right, you just joined, you dumb idiot.
Well, what the
Wait
fuck
for
do
your
you want
talk.
me to? Well, what do you want me
You
to
wanted
say?
to come on. What do you want to say?
I don't fucking know.
I want to say since Jimbo don't want to ask, I'll be the asshole. I'll be the guy. RJ, Saggy cut you off, but why did you want to join that edgy server? Why did you want to be with the cool kids?
Oh, because I wanted a dancing pug Discord emoji. Because you know, like how like, you have like, those Discord emojis.
Yeah.
Well, this person had one of a dancing pug, and it was so awesome.
Sneak
I
peek?
wanted it.
That's not a joke. He really did say that, and I was like, RJ, I could just put the emoji and
You didn't say that till after I already joined. I didn't realize you could do that. So
Yeah, for the record, I didn't realize that either until after the fact. But also, yeah, RJ joined. I think RJ lasted like a couple of days and he left. RJ didn't even stay there long. He was like, "Yeah, you guys are right. That's a little too much for me." And like, we told you. That's why it's like, if you can't even handle saying the N word with the A at the end, you are not gonna like it here.
I could just imagine. I just picture RJ like he's new to the city, he's just wandering around. They're like, "Hey, come here. You want to come hang with us?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'll go hang with you guys."
I laughed so hard because he was so uncomfortable and awkward, and I just died laughing because I'm like, I feel kind of bad that I like peer pressured him into saying something he didn't want to say, and I'm like, listen, I was like,
Shit, friend.
I apologize after. I was like, I'm sorry. He's like, it's okay. I was like, I was like,
He was sending super chats. He's like, "Here, I need reparations."
No.
yeah.
That's
But
not-
but isn't that crazy that that's what was held over his head?
It shouldn't have been.
I just can't.
Everybody
I'll just-
knew about it. It wasn't like it was a secret.
I'll just okay. I'll just say this: like nothing, like no matter what, nothing. You should never. If he was truly like a brother to you, or he really meant that much, you should never put someone in that position or do stuff like that. I mean, regardless of who, you know, it's not a good thing to do. It's not a good thing to treat someone, especially. It just made the situation way more messier than it already was. But and I agree. I do love me some God of War Ragnarok. All right, that's all. That's all I got. Also,
So yeah, cancel RJ because Saggy did the thing.
all right. I guess
yeah,
that's it for me.
fuck RJ.
Well, I would have just never admitted it, RJ. Why use people feel the need to admit things?
Because I don't want it
Because
over my head.
It wouldn't have been because you had no proof. You're like, "No, I didn't. You're lying. Prove it."
It does, but hold on. Here's the thing.
Man.
Max already kind of cultivated a lot of people to support him and believe everything he says. Because like people believed a lot of stuff that he said about me, and that's mostly because they're biased or they felt some type of way about me anyways. So again, it would have been easy for them to just believe that instead of
But
talking.
they're
like,
gonna believe it
That's
anyway.
what-
Even
that's what
after all of this. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, like, yeah, that's for like both things. Like it's just like we have the side over here with our people, and then it's just like that side who sided with Max. It's just like it's two sides of the different scenario, and there's of course people gonna align with each side, and they're gonna
Right, but-
believe where they're aligned
right,
with.
but here's the thing, right? Like again, you guys know me. I pride myself and I admit everything. I take accountability for anything bad I've said or done. So like, and people are fine. Like it's better to just rip the Band-Aid off and say, here, yeah, I said some things. Was I proud of it? No. You gonna cancel me? Sure. Go
Fucking
for it.
RJ. You were the best of us, RJ. You were the hope for the future.
Stop doing that. You know what you're
You
doing.
were
Stop.
the guy. We were like, RJ's gonna take movie talk to the next level.
I
He's
still
gonna-
could. I
No,
still
Archer
it's
could.
that you're
still has
tainted.
his,
You're no good to us
purity
anymore.
intact. He's so pure.
You used to be our pure little snowflake, and now look at you, dirty.
Oh, God.
Like some
Oh,
little dirty whore in the street.
Oh my god.
Right.
Oh my god.
Well,
I was
don't
hoping
think-
I don't
Saggy
think
would
I
make.
don't think Little Movie Purpose coming because I think Saggy you kind of.
Well, if he comes, I gotta go.
Well, if
'cause I
he
gotta
does
get ready
join,
for my
then,
stream.
then
But if Little Movie
I'll
Perp comes-
go in the back.
Do me a favor. If Little Movie Perp comes, ask him about Dane allowing people to be doxxed on his stream and how Little Movie Perp's okay with that.
Wait, what?
What are you talking about?
Oh yeah. Actual fandom, Dane. He had someone else on his stream and they doxed Rags, EFAP Rags. They doxed him, showed his face, and gave out his name. And they were promoting the other dude's stream, which was going to go over the Kiwi Farms thread about Rags. But I guess it's okay because Rags is an asshole.
Okay, but like, what was his association with it? I'm just kind of confused.
Oh, Little Movie Perp and is always on Dane's stream. They're like buddies.
Oh, okay.
I don't know about any of that. So I know.
Yeah, I mean, I would have.
It. I know Nerdcat mentioned something about doxing in a community thread, and there's a video, but I didn't actually see all of it.
Well, that's
Yeah,
what that is.
fucked.
Oh shoot! Oh wow! So okay, wow, a lot of drama
That's
this
a
week,
lot
guys.
to process. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
if
wow.
that is true, and
The
there's
best part,
stuff to that.
guys. You're gonna love this. When confronted, Dane said it was okay because the Kiwi Farm thread exists, so it's already out there.
Oh my God.
He didn't actually say that.
There's
Yeah.
no way, dude. That's
Maybe not those exact words, right? I don't know. Be like these are his exact statement, but that's basically what he said. Well, the Kiwi Farm thread exists, so it was okay. That dude was out there doxing him.
Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't sound like Dane. I don't know. I've talked to Dane. Dane's cool.
I don't know. This.
Oh, boy.
God.
Go look in Nerdet's community tab. She has.
I'm looking
a
for
video.
it.
I'm just saying, if that's, I don't want to hear Little Movie Perp's definition of doxing or anything. I don't even want to talk about that. I mean, that's just kind of fucked up.
No, well, it's we don't gotta get in all that.
Are you not going to talk about it because you're going to get sued?
Yeah.
You getting sued again, RJ?
No, not me, Jimbo. Max is the one who threatened to sue him.
Yeah. I'll just say this. Do appreciate the apology. It's just a lot of stuff in that video just didn't sit well with me in terms of kind of the way you explain things.
Well, see, here it is. Look, there's even a post on Nerdet's where Pop Counterculture, which is the dude that doxed him, he said, "We'll call him by his preferred name when he respects trans people's pronouns. Otherwise, if he can misgender people, he can also be called by his real name." They're literally calling him by his real name. Okay, so the dude that was on Dane's stream is a guy that goes by the name Pop Counterculture.
Hold up,
He was the one that
Culture
doxed
Corner or
Pop Counterculture.
Okay, I thought you meant
Yeah,
like,
not Ty, not Ty.
I was like,
not
holy
Ty.
fuck. I was like,
So
like,
this
damn.
dude is basically saying, well, because Rags misgenders people, we're gonna misname. He uses the wrong name for people, so we'll use the wrong name for him by using his real name. And that's why it's okay.
Whatever. I'm not gonna lie. When I saw Little Movie Perp come in, I was like, bro, like I literally just seen your we watched that video and you in the comments like, oh, it's awful how these people are treating you. And I'm like, how are we treating him?
Terribly.
How though? How?
I don't know. I think I might have been the one that he was talking about not answering the phone because apparently Max called me while I was like showering and eating on 2 different occasions. So it went to voicemail.
Can
Well,
somebody in the
no.
chat-
Yeah,
hold
no,
on.
Samir,
Can
no.
somebody in the chat tell us like how we're treating Max? Please, I
What
need an
is-
explanation.
What is also don't dead name people, by the way, not cool.
Oh, that's when you call a trans person by the wrong name. Like, let's say that Saggy transitioned and now she calls herself Luke, but I still call her
Oh.
Saggy. I'd
Oh,
be using
okay.
her dead name because that name is now dead.
Oh, gotcha.
But just because somebody's an asshole or a jerk, or
Well, yeah, Samir. Yeah,
There's no reason
I
to-
don't think Tony said that Dane was the one who doxed Rags. That's not what he was saying. I don't
It was
think.
somebody
Correct.
else. Somebody else.
But it happened on Dane's panel, correct,
Yeah.
Tony?
it happened on Dane's stream.
Okay.
Okay, so it wasn't Dame, but it happened on his stream. Okay.
I was making sure that that's made clear of.
Well, this,
But here's the
this-
thing, right? So we're 100% clear that there's no miscommunication on the issue. Pop Counterculture had a video up. I'm going to do a live stream in a couple days, whatever. How it got the little notification, and it basically was going to be about Rags. So Dane knew full well when he asked the dude what the stream was going to be about and what was going on. They already knew. Like, he knew what the answers were going to be, right? So it wasn't like, oh, I didn't know that dude was going to come out and say Rags' real name and dox him. No, he's like, hey, so you're doing a stream on Rags' his Kiwi Farm thread? And the guy's like, yeah. And started, dropping tea.
Wow. Okay. Well,
Okay, well, okay.
the
I mean,
more you know.
like I said, those people, and yes, I did say those people.
That's racist.
It is. They, the fandom initiative, they think they're on the right side of history. It's okay.
What
to,
the fuck is
he
going
called,
on now?
Dane literally called, and this is something that Dane actually said. Dane called Rippa a chunky monkey.
What?
Yeah. I don't know the context of it, but I do know he called.
Yeah,
I
I would need to see the context and see that clip because.
And then he said it was okay because he didn't mean monkey in a racial way.
Okay, what the fuck's going on? I'm trying to. I don't even. I just. Oh god.
I mean, for the record, I call myself a chunky monkey, so I mean.
See,
Yeah, but optics. But if let's say Quartering or Ryan Kinnell or Jeremy Griggs, any one of them called, say, the chick from the Ghostbusters, what the hell's her name? Leslie Jones, called her a chunky monkey. Dane and them would have, they would have been like 50 videos on them, how they're racist. It doesn't matter what the context was, just saying it, just suggesting it would have been.
Max would have done videos as well.
Terrible. Right? So the fact that you would go and say it, knowing full well the context, the connotation, the optics of it, tells me all I need to know about you as a person. I'm an asshole, and even I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well,
at least RJ didn't call anybody a chunky monkey who was black.
Well, also Dane, just for full transparency, Dane tried to say that I was racist.
Well, we know you are, Tony.
Little movie perps here. Yeah, put Max in there too. Little movie perp.
Well, no, I was gonna say I sent you a link, Little Movie Perp, on Discord if you want to pop in and ask questions.
And I'll stay silent. I won't say nothing.
Yeah, I'll go on the back. Okay.
Oh, thanks, David Riley.
But I'll let Tony stay on because I guess Tony wants to be here. So you're okay with that? There's a link in there.
I was actually heading out. I told you I got to stream in like half hour.
Oh, okay, my bad. I'm sorry.
Okay, bye, Tony.
Damn, Saggy.
Oh my god. No, I'm talking about Isaac. Isaac RJ called me an immigrant.
I mean, that's
Isaac, you call yourself an immigrant. Shut up.
So Isaac, do you do RP
said a lot
GTA or just regular GTA?
Isaac's more racially insensitive to his own people than anyone else could
I meant
be.
like
No.
like Discord DMs.
Have you not heard what
Discord
I've said,
DMs.
Saggy? I've been canceled over it.
I've heard all the stuff you've said about your own people.
I am getting hungry though, and I want to eat dinner, so let's not keep this going too much longer.
All right, well, I'll bounce out so you could bring in Perp and you could do the thing.
All right, thank you, sir.
No problem.
That just
Take it
sounds
easy.
so wrong.
And I will mute my mic. I'm just gonna be playing.
Just if when he gets here, put me in the back or whatever he wants to do. If he wants to do a one-on-one, I don't really give a shit.
I mean, again, I'm gonna be playing.
I've talked to Perp before. You guys act like he's scared or something.
Oh, I'm not scared of nobody.
Well, I just don't know because I know the last
scared.
time we had a questionnaire or something, they played the victim and acted like they're getting ganged up on. So I don't. So if they want like one person to talk
Well,
to,
this isn't Max. This isn't Max. It's fine.
well, no, I'm not. I'm not even talking about Max, but
Oh. I don't know
Wait, what
what happened?
happened?
I don't know. He's saying some things.
I'm confused. What's happening?
Oh, I get it now. No, not you, Little Movie. You're fine. Yeah,
I am
you're-
so confused.
Check the private chats. What he was
you're
referencing.
dumb. You're just dumb.
I'm confused.
Oh my god, you.
Saggy cannot read. Confirmed.
Oh my god.
Explain it to me because it doesn't make sense. I don't understand.
Sil, remember when we asked Sil a question? Everyone thought we ganged up on him for asking questions.
Oh, I wasn't listening. That was my bad. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, it was in the fucking private chat. Oh
But
my
I didn't know what
goodness.
you guys were referring to because I wasn't listening to you guys talking. Don't come for me. I will punch you in your
Do it.
vagina.
Do it.
No
Jimbo's
balls.
bullying me. See, now I'm gonna sue you.
Do it.
Okay.
Yo, this
Do
this
it. I'll
the
actually
galaxy. I believe it. believe
I will.
Should go pee, but I
The
think
next stream is in like less than 2 hours, like in 1.5 hours or something like that.
I'll go home.
Are you gonna get Resident Evil 4?
Dude, I'm fucking hyped. I'm totally. I don't
3
know.
weeks.
I just don't know which one I want to get it for. PS4, PS5, or PC.
I'm
Oh,
doing
no,
PS.
sorry.
Well, I have a PS5, so I have to get PS5.
Well, I meant like Xbox or
I don't
Or
think
Series
so.
X,
No, I don't think so,
PS5 or-
Anthony. No, I don't think so.
how is he? Wait, what? How
I
the-
ca-
Did you see? Oh yeah, you were there for my stream. Okay, I'm gonna mute.
Hello.
Hello, do you
Alright.
hear me? Checking.
Yes,
Zach,
I can hear you. Yes.
relax. You can talk. We can just talk. We're just talking. I'm just gonna ask some questions.
Well,
Okay.
if she wants to talk, she can. I'm sure.
So I wasn't the one that was claiming getting ganged up on.
No.
No, that was a. Oh, I was bringing up a
We're
like.
Wait, my
talking
bad.
about
a
something
scenario,
completely
don't worry
separate.
about
Completely
it.
separate.
Yeah.
No, you're
different
good.
scenario.
All right. So I wanted to start off.
Yes.
In your opinion, what was the worst thing Max did
The
that
worst
kicked
thing.
this off? That kicked this specific event off.
Made it public. Made it public after we all talked about it behind the scenes.
Made it public. What do you mean? When? Saying what?
When he literally brought Skywalker on and made everything public.
Wasn't it public before that? Wasn't the
No,
contention that he
no.
was going to happen? That was going to happen?
No, it was this everything. So having Skywalker on, right
Yeah.
after everyone, because that's what we were trying to tell you guys.
It
is that-
basically revealed it all. It was kind of like like anonymous before, like no names were like specifically mentioned,
Okay.
but then like that just made it out everything.
So him just saying it is the worst thing he did. Not even having him on.
No, it was more like the fact that everybody asked him not to do it because it wasn't going to accomplish anything, and he did it anyway. And
Everyone-
it accomplished nothing. Nothing. It accomplished nothing. Lil Move Perp. What did
Sure,
it accomplish?
And so no one asked. People demanded. There was an asking.
It wasn't even a demand. Like we can't demand
Are you
anything.
sure?
We literally just see. This is why, dude. Like we
Why?
literally said, if you do this, like we're gonna walk away, and that's what we did.
Do what? Do what?
If he was gonna have him on to
Okay.
continue,
So it was a demand.
It wasn't a demand. It was more like if you do this, we're walking away. Simple as
Okay,
that.
so it was a threat in a way.
It's not a.
It wasn't a threat.
No?
How was that a
Alright.
threat? We just walked away. Simple as
Okay.
that, and nobody was
Did
gonna
you
bring
do-
attention to it.
Okay.
But then he did a stream, and instead of it being just about the accusations, right? That the accusations that we had, he made it personal as well, and just started attacking us. So
Whoa. When did that happen? Was that
fuck
with
you,
Enoch?
Saggy. What did I do? What did I do?
I don't know. I don't know what you did. That's why.
Yeah,
I'm just
because on that
asking.
stream, you really didn't explain anything that she did. That's kind of the other thing too.
Yeah, I was on the stream from. Can I give my interpretation? I believe this all started with the Enosh accusation. Am I
Yeah.
correct in that?
Mm-hmm.
RJ, do you agree with that?
No, I hear that. Yes.
Okay. So, how do you feel about that? Do you think that was unfair of Max to ask for evidence? And
No,
also,
and
let
nobody
me
said
ask
that.
this. Also, why should Ski Walker be like banned specifically from Max's show?
No
in
one
your
said that.
opinion?
No one said that though.
Okay. No one said what?
No one said that Skywalker should have been banned.
Oh, my bad. Okay. Whoever this individual that everyone was protesting shouldn't be platformed.
Max is allowed to talk to behind the scenes who he wants to, but in terms of a lot of people in his community, which is why a lot of members and channel members and team members of his community have left, is because it does come across that Max gives the benefit of the doubt and kind of protects someone who has shown a complete disregard for the mental well-being of these people, right? Especially panelists. And again, when they're being repeatedly attacked back and forth and there's all this stuff going on,
Yeah,
I'm not
Can we
exactly sure.
Can we get a specific example? Like instead of like these people, this thing, that. I was in the panel. I know some of these people. Like, what is like? I see a lot of vagaries going on, and when I ask for specifics, there's really only a few examples, and they don't seem this worthy of a reaction. So I'm trying to get something else. Like there's something dark going on here. Definitely,
No,
right?
well,
How
like-
Hold
Max
on,
is
wait,
being
hold on,
treated,
hold on.
right?
Wait, let me ask the question. If
Yeah.
if I decide, right,
Mhm.
that I want to walk away from something I feel is a toxic environment and I walk away. Now, why does that make me a bad person?
I never said it did. Where
Right,
did
but
you
that's
get that?
because that's all for the most part we kind of was saying to Max, and it hasn't been just this instant, it's been constant, right? So we're like, hey, we don't
that he's platforming people don't like. RJ, did you not platform? Weren't you there for the very first amazing EVS visit? Didn't you platform EVS? Do you think EVS is a little bit more problematic, and people could have a bigger problem than someone like whoever Max was bringing on?
I'm not being directly harassed by EVS, and EVS not directly harassing
You're being directly
analysts.
you're being directly harassed.
I would say that this person has directly harassed me and attacked my friends. Yes,
Have
the
you
person that Max has platformed is.
okay? Do you have like screenshots or any evidence of this that I could see?
There are live streams and plenty of evidence on his own channel
Sure.
for you to
So,
look at.
okay, so basically like shit posting in each other's stream and stuff. Do you go over to his stream and shit post and sometimes like troll, make fun? I do that too. It's not a big deal.
Can I ask you why you're asking these questions? You clearly have
Because
your
I want to
mindset
know
up.
what Max did to earn this. I really
To earn
wanna know.
what? To earn
To earn
what?
like
Lose-
this reaction. I'm just dying to know.
Well,
where
I mean, we
where
could
people
talk
are
about
laughing
we could
and
talk
he
about
laughs at
today
you
where
when
he
he's
attempted.
crying and the man is clearly broken and clearly going through something, maybe even in his personal life that we don't know about. And this is happening. This pile on of like he did this. He did
What
this, he did this.
pylon?
Oh, you
Little
haven't
movie
noticed
part.
the pylon?
You're fucking new. You're fucking new to
Yeah,
this. This
I know.
shit, he's done this
No,
to
it's
me
crazy.
last year.
I've never
Where
seen
were
this
you
before.
when I was crying and going through a mental
I don't
fucking
know.
breakdown?
I wasn't
Exactly. So
involved.
don't fucking come in here like you know what the fuck is going on and you're part of this
That's why
fucking
I'm
friend group
asking.
and you
That's why I'm
understand.
asking that.
No,
Relax.
because you're not.
I'm
You're
asking.
asking in a condescending way, and I'm not fucking stupid. I've
Okay,
done
well-
this shit for 2 years, and I know when somebody's trying to
I'm
fucking
trying to
play a
be-
game.
I'm
Don't
not
play
trying to be
fucking
aggressive.
games.
I'm not trying
Don't
to
play games.
I'm trying to get the answers.
No,
Well,
because you're sitting
hold
here and
on.
saying
The
you're sitting here and gaslighting us. You're gaslighting us.
Wait, I'm gaslighting
Because
you?
you're sitting here saying why I'm just trying to understand why you guys are doing this. What the
Wait,
fuck
so
are we
you think
doing?
I
So
understand and
Mad
I'm
Max,
lying?
Hold on.
Mad Max
Hold
can
on.
build his channel off of doing
Yeah,
this shit. He can
this is
build his
funny.
channel off of doing the same shit we do, which is calling people out.
RJ,
All
come
we
on.
did was call
I'm
out
trying to be
fucking
good faith here,
all
RJ.
we-
She's losing
all
it.
we did was
Come on.
call out Max, and that was the fucking bane of the existence. Now, holy crap, he's having a nervous breakdown because he can't handle criticism. It's the exact same thing he told me last year when he did this shit to me.
Did he,
Streams after streams after streams when I begged people to tell him to stop when I wasn't even saying shit about him. So don't come at me with this shit.
Okay,
All
I
right,
won't.
hold on.
Okay, you're right.
All right.
Okay, you got me. All right. So part of the narrative was
Well, if
that
you want
he
to talk about a
does-
specific instance,
Okay,
just
yeah,
to
yeah,
address
go
it,
Go ahead.
he did attempt blackmail against me. As
Okay, I
of,
heard that several
Sunday night.
times. There's lots of buzzwords going around. Doxing, blackmail. Okay, so what did he do to you, RJ? And when did this happen?
This happened
This is
Sunday
why I
night
did
in
it.
a
This is
in
why I
a
did
it.
backstage room in a StreamYard where he brought in Matt Jarbo and Brian Master of None as witnesses to what he wanted to say to me.
Okay.
So Matt came in to explain what was said.
What was the
'Cause he
black?
is-
Was it blackmail? Like I'm gonna get my lawyers on you, stupid shit. Was it that?
No, it was basically if you don't tell, and he used these words,
Okay.
if you do not tell your friends to shut up about Zeno, then I'm going to have to come forward and do this. And this in reference was to boot up a live stream and provide context for a bunch of information based on what Zeno told him is the actual truth, which he said would make me look bad, make everyone look bad, and would ruin my future.
And he did this yesterday.
Yesterday evening, yes.
Okay. So that. Okay. Yeah, I don't agree with that. So that was yesterday. So before all that, after the Enosh stuff, right? That's when like the big, I would say the big move, right? When he was losing tons of subscribers.
Well, I would say, well, again,
right.
for me at least, I chose to walk away the moment he decided to basically what it felt like to me, not really take a stand when it came to this issue with Skywalker, who we have repeatedly informed him for months and months and months and months and months is a very toxic individual who's harassing other people, who is misogynistic, and I think really just a complete a-hole. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, he seems
Right.
cringe too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. So,
And again, just to explain,
he's
okay,
been harassing you, and you wanted to go on up there and talk to him about it as well. He wasn't gonna just like hide him and like suck him off or anything like that. He was just gonna go there. He said he was gonna ask questions. Was he not? Was that not good enough?
I would say the issue, and this is a repeated issue when Max brings on people even like EVS or Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, he does not exactly ask very hard questions, and it just becomes a kiss-ass fest.
Can you help him out with that? Can you ask like, hey Max, make sure you ask him this, which you do with other occasions. I assume you're always like coming in with stuff, like why don't you help him out as a as a friend? That word was thrown out a lot, friend.
So you believe that I should have participated in the live stream?
No,
Where...
no, you could have pre done the questions. The questions you make sure that you want him to ask.
Okay. Well, again, perhaps I could have, but honestly, I believe a lot of us were in the mindset of that this person is a habitual liar and would never fess up or answer honestly in regards to any questions provided about the situation, because the person has no reason really to tell the truth or to admit any fault or guilt. So again, this is exactly why we didn't want it to go public or for it to be turned into a live spectacle stream, which Max admitted he did because he gave in to the person's demands to turn into a live spectacle. He said so even during that stream.
Yeah. When was it outed that
he was going to do the stream?
Yeah.
I didn't know about it until you went live.
So you didn't see the Enosh when Enosh was when I was there?
In regards to him like talking about a situation that was going on, I heard about
Enosh saying, so Enosh technically was the one that made it public, if that were the case. If Enosh said that he was platforming this dude.
If I remember correctly, and again, I was not there, I think I was listening at a certain point, Enosh should not directly name the person who was accused.
He did, RJ, he did.
Okay. If he did, then Enosh was the one who made public first. Okay. Yes.
Okay, so again, and now that you said that, I'm going to be calm now. So again, Enosh made this public in the first place. Cool. Again,
yeah, which was a big problem.
But wait. I stay quiet. I'm trying to be calm. Okay. Enosh made it public. I walked away. Wasn't going to say nothing. Didn't care. Nothing. Was just done. Right? Why? RJ, same thing. Other people, same thing. So if this was mainly focused between Skywalker and Enosh, why are we the bad guys? What did we do?
Okay, I'll repeat again. RJ, you heard me say it the first time, right? I never said you were the bad guy. In fact, and I declined to ever. I never said you were the bad guy. When did I say that?
But why are we being
framing it that
because
way?
I think what Sagi's trying to say is that it seems like Max.
Don't speak for me. Don't speak for me. I'm here. You don't have to speak for me. I'm here. Okay. Like Jesus. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like you literally said today, this is awful how people are treating you. How are we treating him?
I think the whole I believe there was here. I actually got some things. There was like streams going on while Max was crying.
Mine, yeah.
Yeah, and like the chat was going nuts, making fun of him crying. There's like violin emojis and stuff like that. And I think that's these are people that he would consider friends, right? These are like, and I think that I just think I couldn't understand why people would do that for what seemed like to me was the Enosh thing was totally reasonable and justified on Max's part.
Okay.
So, and I think when we see Max's reaction and how this has affected him recently and how emotional it is, it kind of bothers me, that.
What about when I was getting fucking hate message?
Who said otherwise? Like that, you can see, this is what I'm talking about. Like you end up fighting phantoms when all these other, that's what I mean by the pile-on, where all these other things that happen start coming up, and they're probably legit. They're probably like legit criticisms, but they all start coming up when like this, the original thing that started this, from what I could gather, is either the Enosh revealing the Skywalker platforming or something that had happened on Twitter.
Okay, but again, I was not doing any of that until I was basically being dragged on a stream.
I never said you were.
But you're talking about the stream. The stream where people were talking shit was mine.
Yeah.
The me posting violins in Matt Jarbo's chat.
What did you say in that stream?
I said a lot.
Yeah. You want to give me an example of like, do you have a general thing you said? A general consensus?
Well, the thing that bothers him the
Max is
most is me. The thing that bothers him the most is me saying that he does what he does for money and clicks, and he doesn't actually care about people, which I still stand by that.
Sure, he's losing a lot of money now, isn't he? Losing all those subscribers.
And whose fault's that? And whose fault's that?
It's his, but you still stand by that. That this is why he's doing this, right?
Correct.
Correct. Okay. Just want to get that on record. Thank you.
It's on the record on my channel. Yeah, it's on the record on my channel.
Cool.
I feel like
So
this
he's
is like a
losing money,
fucking
but he's
like
doing this to get money.
trial. I feel like
Yeah,
it's
he's
like a
doing-
trial.
Yeah. I just thought that was funny.
Okay, that's my opinion, though. That's my
It's
opinion.
fucking weird.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I
what's
never
going
said it
on
wasn't. I never said it was even a bad opinion, but it makes sense. Doing this.
But
for money.
again, you're
Losing
giving me this. You're giving me this argument of he's
not giving you any
crying.
argument.
Well, you are. It is pretty much
I
an
just said what I
argument.
saw and what bothered me.
You're saying
Well,
for the record.
again,
I'm trying to get some law
but hold on,
Yeah,
but hold on. I saw what
Yeah,
I saw, and
dude.
it bothered me. So, what's your point?
What did you see? Tell me.
I saw somebody who I've expressed me and other people have expressed their concerns about how we were treated in his community, and he dismissed it. That's what I saw, and that's how I felt. So,
What were the concerns?
you were there. You know why you want me to say it?
Which one? No, I was there. So the Enosh ones, right?
For the
Yeah,
record,
after that.
For the
Oh,
record.
okay. And he brushed them off because Enosh, the great friend he is, refused to give the evidence to a major. And it's not even
Okay,
that.
you're
You think
talking to
Max-
us
you
about
think
this
Max
like
would
this is
have
our
asked for
issue.
evidence? Hey, do you think Max would have asked for evidence if Enosh just said, "Hey, I think he's doing this," or he's doing this,
But
versus doing this? I demand you don't have this guy in the show. Do you
But-
think the standards would have been a little different? And Max
but little
probably
movie
would've-
perp, you're also
No.
acting like everybody
acting like? I'm
agreed
asking
with that.
questions, bro.
Because here's the thing, you're sitting here saying that it's like everyone agreed that yes, it was fair for Max to ask for proof. Well, nobody here is disagreeing with that. So what's the point?
But you just said that this is what you saw. This is why you ran away. This is why you went away from his community, right? Didn't you just say? Wasn't this your example? When I asked, "What did you see?" This is what you saw. Did you
Yeah,
not just say, RJ,
I
am I going
literally-
crazy?
It's not even just about that though. It's not just about the
Yeah,
Enosh thing. It's about everything else. It was about everything else.
What I mean. This is what I mean. When I asked for the specific thing, I started off very broad. What is the worst thing he did? I asked for a specific thing, ends up being bullshit. And it's not just that. It's not just that. And I'm not saying whoever the other guy, funny guy is, that your claim is not legitimate, that Max is kind of a goofball when it comes to this stuff. And he doesn't always address the shit on time. The motherfucker can't even get his shit on time when it comes to starting a stream. And sometimes he's going to mess up with mods and he's going to do this and you're going to say something. You don't think he's addressing it. But come on, guys. This is ridiculous. You guys are fucking ridiculous. And I wanted to say it to your fucking faces.
Okay, cool. Nobody gives a fuck.
Oh God. Damn.
Go somewhere else with that bullshit, bro, because you haven't been here. So fuck off, dude. Who are you even? Nobody cares. I don't care if it looks ridiculous. This motherfucker's threatening legal action. Guess what? His legal counsel told him he was wrong.
You know
so
what?
Fuck
I got
off.
triggered. I got triggered, and I apologize for that. I really do. I'm not being an asshole.
No, because you came in here with an agenda. You came in here with an agenda. And you got the reaction you wanted from me.
Sure did. My agenda was to find out the truth. That's all it wanted to do.
You didn't find out the truth because you're still fucking denying it. No one did shit to him. Fucking cope. Cope. I don't give a fuck. Again, you weren't there. You haven't been here.
You got me, Saggy. All right.
Yeah. Why
I
is
got
he
a
still
question.
here?
Chris, if you hate me too, man, I'm gonna hate my life, man. I love you.
Dude, I'm not in it. I'm not in it. I came in here for one reason. Everybody's cutting promos. Well, now I want to cut a promo. Isaac, I see you in the chat, motherfucker, and I will take legal action against you. You too, Hominus. I will take legal action against all of you. I see you, Devin. Devin, don't
hold
even
on.
try
Wait,
me,
hold on.
bro.
Here's the thing, Devin. No, I'm trying to be calm because motherfuckers over here getting me hyped. Here's the thing, we're not even talking about it. This is on Enosh's thing. Why is everyone putting this on us? We all we said is we're gonna support Enosh. If he says something, that's it. Is that not our choice? Is that not our choice? Is that not our choice?
What is going on here, guys? Look, you're using it
on a not monetized channel. On a not monetized channel. On a not monetized channel.
You guys are terrible, honestly.
On a not monetized channel. Yeah, we're terrible then. We don't care. We'll be terrible. Go somewhere else.
I got a genuine question, little movie perp. How long have you been associated with Max for?
I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter. I'm just saying what I saw.
It does matter. I'm asking you a fucking question. You've been coming here for 10 minutes asking questions. I'm just asking a question, a fair fucking question.
You're right. You're just asking. I don't even know. Over a year.
Over a year?
Yeah. Oh my God, I don't know anything. Yeah.
You don't. You fucking
Yeah,
don't.
I know. Yeah, great. So I shouldn't talk. I shouldn't. Shouldn't ask. Yeah, you're
I
right.
mean, we
You
can
can,
go.
you
we
can ask
go-
whatever you
I-
want, but
hold
you're
on,
fucking
hold on.
you making
I'm
strong
just
man
being
arguments,
honest.
bro.
I have not.
I mean, we can go through the history lesson of like a lot
Yeah,
of
because you
backstory
got
all
nothing for
but-
this one particular event. That's my point with the pylon. Yeah, we could go through it. You guys hated him all this time. I guess you were just waiting for the dude. The problem was,
Oh my God. Yeah, that's what it
that the
is. Yeah,
straw
you've been
that
here for a
broke-
year and you know that.
the
Okay.
straw that broke the camel's back
Have you been on his
happened
streams
when
for
we
a
were talking
year?
about Batgirls. You guys fucked up. Seriously.
Wait, Batgirls? Wait, what? What about Batgirl?
No, the issue is that Max treats his friends like
Did he-
garbage.
Did he?
That's
Like Jesus, like
You
this
did it
dude,
too,
like
Jimbo and Caden. You could
like
all
God,
get some.
it's so
Wait,
this
hold up,
it's so
hold up. Did he
dumb. He
leave?
thinks good. I
I
hope
guess
he
he
did,
left.
man.
I
He's
don't know.
fucking
So
annoying,
he just said
bro.
something about Batgirl and then dipped. What the? I just don't get it. He begs to get on here and then just comes in here with a clear agenda and said, "For the record."
I think
And
what
then-
people are starting to
Like, what the
call
fuck is the
dog pile and
point?
all that stuff for is because they see. Like, look, I know what I made a stream about this before it happened, guys. You know that. I said I see it coming. I'm staying out of it, but I really wish Max wouldn't have made a video calling people out and calling
Oh,
people
so
Karens
wait,
for
is
no
Devin
reason.
still in the chat? Is Devin still in the chat? Because Devin, the reason why RJ did the stream initially is because he was basically extorted. He was extorted, and that's why he came out. And also, we basically just admitted what they were holding over RJ's head. So that's why. I mean, again, I don't really care. I'm just here to say fuck it.
That's like the best comment out of the whole stream so far.
Bianca here saying everyone left subscribers and memberships because of Max and Max only. Not everyone else. Stop the cap.
And that's the thing that if little movie perp is still lurking, here's the thing: a lot of people left before this drama. That's why I said he doesn't know what he's talking about, dude. People
Like,
were already
Isaac-
tuning out.
I just was wondering, like, he said he's been here for a year, but I don't remember him being on on his streams on like the regular. I mean, I was on his
No,
stream
he
for-
was
No,
in
I
the
think he's
chat,
been
Steambo,
watching and
but
stuff. I
he's been
mean, listen,
watching
I'm not
for a
gonna
long time.
dogpile on him, but I mean,
No, I'm not trying. I'm just
He's
trying
not
to
as
get to
long as
understand.
us.
'Cause
Like you guys got to understand. I've been with Max since 2017.
I was just wondering a fucking question. I didn't really expect him to be defensive about it.
well,
at
no,
first.
because
He
it got
just
cut
was-
off, Devin. But Max is starting to argue with me about the accusation of blackmail and saying that it was just an accusation, even though he kind of admitted to it. So he was kind of
So
going back on what he
after,
said.
yeah. So after that,
And that got
basically,
cut off because of the live chat replay. So
Yeah, he basically went back on everything because he's like, oh, you accused me of blackmail, extortion, and stuff, but that's literally what he did. He's like, if you don't stop doing this and tell people to stop doing this, then I'm going to expose you for XYZ. We already exposed RJ himself. Big, if you weren't listening, big spoiler. I got RJ to say the N-word with the A. That's the big thing they had over his head. Okay,
Is
and
my
I
mic
explained
okay?
the context. So again, this
Yeah,
is
it's
why
okay.
this is why RJ went live, because he's like, no, you try to blackmail me. This is how you did it. And again, little movie perp, if you're still watching, like, go back to him then. If he's so distraught, go console him. Because last year I didn't see you around, bro. Oh, I've known Max for a year. I didn't see you last year. Barely even know you, dude. But you want to come in here and act like you know everything? And what was Max's crime? We told you he was shitty to us. We left because we were tired of having to always have the same conversation all the time for the past 2 years. By the way, honey, for the past 2 years.
I'll be back. I have to go get my dinner.
The whole
go.
point of it is that we just got sick and tired of always having to basically get shit on and refused by Max whenever we came up and voiced something to him. Like, he would just say, like, I take it very seriously, and then would just kind of ignore it because it didn't have something to do with him directly, but it's part of either people in his audience or something that's going on within his channel or people in his community. It just stuff like that. But I mean, honestly, it's just I don't know. I don't really give a fuck. It's just ridiculous at this point. Just all the stuff in.
Oh, my mic was turned way down. I'm sorry, guys.
And
No wonder
sorry
people
for
can
yelling,
never hear
guys,
me.
but I can't stand disingenuous arguments and disingenuous people. And sorry, little movie perp, you're mad disingenuous. And I don't care if people on your side think I'm shitty. I don't care. I'm more honest about that. I don't care if you think I'm toxic. I admit that shit. But the difference is I'm honest about it. If you don't like it, then you don't have to listen to it.
I mean, but yeah, I mean, it was pretty obvious. Like, he really wanted to come here and ask questions. I knew it was like this, but then when he came,
That's why I started yelling, because I
It
knew
was-
what he was doing. That's what I
it
knew
was-
he was doing to RJ.
Yeah, I mean, just the tone and all that, you could definitely tell. I mean,
Yeah, he wasn't being serious at all. He was trying to get gotchas. That's what he was doing. That's why I stopped and started yelling, because RJ's sitting there answering his stupid questions and he's running you around, and I'm like, what? Like, he's not having he's having a bad faith argument with you.
Look,
it's
we
just-
all know. Look, we all know.
but
We all
it's
know
whatever.
Max's character. Okay, we know that he's done this stuff before. He has a repetitive. We've all criticized him on it, but the one thing we can all agree on right now is that Max has never acted like this. So there's obviously something going on with him.
Yeah, because a lot of people are
to threaten to expose RJ.
Yeah,
with
To
I mean,
sue me.
I'm not gonna call it blackmail, but it's definitely fucked up. And then talking about legal stuff, something's wrong with Max, and I don't know what it is. All I know is
Today, before he did that video, like, I reached out
exactly
today
right
at 11 o'clock.
The video.
I said,
Why?
Just wanted to check and see how you're doing and if you got any sleep. He's seen it, but he didn't respond to me. But it's like, we settled our beef. We're done. It's just fucking more shit keeps coming out. It's just like, bro, dude, like, I just checked to see if you're right. No response. But
Hello, I have returned. I have grilled cheese sandwich.
I didn't know anything about, like, man, now I want a grilled cheese sandwich. Fuck. See, I didn't know anything about all this other stuff until just recently. Like, I was following it and I knew it was about ready to blow up because I said, oh my God, he's on Twitter calling people Karens. Yeah. And he made a video talking about hashtag wars. And that's when I said, that's why I meant the only video I have up on my channel right now is called the hashtag war behind the hashtag war, because I couldn't understand why Max was doing that. And I will criticize Max, but I love the guy. I don't know what's going on with everybody right now, but man, it has been a shitty it is only fucking February and it's already a shitty 2023.
Dude, trust me,
we are all at each other's throats. We are all trying to dismantle each other. It's not cool.
This is why he's freaking out. Because before, it was just a small group of people who were fellow content creators. It was easy for him to just say, distance myself. But this time, he lost a lot of people. That's why. And again, it was not on us. And that's the thing that makes me mad. And why I'm even here is because I keep getting the blame. And it's funny because, again, what you guys don't see, because everyone wants to make things public, he's going behind the scenes and telling people not to associate with me. Right? Oh, don't associate with Saggy. She's going to be bad for you in the future. He's now doing the very thing that he's accusing us of doing. And that's not right. And I'm not I have to be silent about it because he's having a mental breakdown. Again, I remind people he did this to me last year. Okay? When I begged Brian Master of None in DMs, showed proof of that, to get him to stop. I said, I'll stop going on Enosh's channel. I'll stay away from our mutuals just so he'd stop making constant videos about me, gaslighting me, all because I told him I did not want to come on his channel anymore because his audience did not care for me. They didn't like me. I'm a loud person. I have opinions they didn't like.
No, I remember
and that was all I did.
I was
right,
there.
exactly. And that's all I said. And then he later, for a week, did exactly what he was doing, making videos. Fuck Saggy Melons. I want nothing to do with her. She's a toxic person. And I'm like, because I told you I didn't want to come on your channel anymore. That was all I did. And now today, what did I do? I walked away from him. And I literally, again, asked Chris remembers too. Chris, RJ, Hans, Matt Jarbo. They were all there when I was crying like Max was crying. I just didn't do it on streams. Okay? I was almost hospitalized because I was going through a mental health issue. All right? So fuck you, little movie perk. You weren't there for that. So I'm supposed to feel sorry when he did the same thing he did to me last time, and I'm the one to blame. Not Enosh for bringing it up in the first place. Just me. Because I walked away. That's all I did was walk away. And now everybody, all of our mutuals are picking sides because they know Saggy's a little crazy. So it's easier to believe that Saggy's the problem and Max is the victim. Because I'm crazy, guys. So it's easy to friggin' throw me under the bus and cast me out because a grown-ass man is crying and having a mental breakdown when none of you guys were there for me when he did this to me.
This whole thing.
So thank you. So thank you to everybody who I had to block and unfollow. Some of you I had unfollowed just because I didn't want you guys in the middle because I've been through this already. But thank everybody who is picking sides and saying that I'm the problem when you guys don't even know what's going on.
I don't want Max to quit.
No, I don't want him to quit
I don't
either.
want
I
him to
just want
quit.
I
No,
told
actually-
him everyone has told him, Max, if you're having stress over stuff, like maybe stop having people on that are going to cause you stress, myself included. I included myself in that. I said, Max, don't even have me on. Don't send me a link. Don't have me on your channel. But what happens? Every time he's live and I showed up in the chat to say hi, he sends me a link. And most of the time I wouldn't click it. I wouldn't click it because I knew that if I came on, you know, and I said something or had an opinion, it was going to be just a big shit show and I derailed. So I wouldn't come on all the time. If I saw Devin on, I like Devin. I like to talk to Devin. So if Devin's on, I might hop on to have a discussion with Devin. Or if I see somebody I like on the panel, I'll hop on. For the most part, I didn't click the link. But this is all my fault. Mine only, guys, because he's reached out to RJ.
Well, hold
he's reached
on,
out to
hold on.
Jimbo.
Well,
he's reached
drop
out to
names.
Matt Jarbo.
Y'all are always so vague. Drop fucking names. Who is
What
actually
names?
coming to you and saying it's your fault, Saggy? Who's actually coming to you and saying
Max.
that?
Max is
Let him
telling
out.
people. Max is telling them everybody it's my fault. He reached out
Oh,
to
I
RJ.
thought you meant people were like hitting you up in the DMs and shit.
No. He reached out to RJ to make peace. He reached out to Jimbo to make peace, but he said he wants nothing to do with me. I'm like, what did I even do? I said I did my stream after he did his stream with Skywalker, telling me that he was done with me. Fuck me. I'm the problem. Saggy's just only friggin' she gossips with people, and that's none true. So now he's paid this, and then of course the people who already hate me, that's now in his community, they just enable that shit because Saggy's crazy. So it's easy to just say, yeah, Saggy's the problem. Thank you. No, fuck my mental health. Fuck RJ's mental health. Fuck everybody else's mental health. Max's mental health is the only one that matters. Clearly, you guys know, and people say it to me all the time, Saggy has mental issues. Yeah, I have mood disorders. Been very public about that. I have bipolar depression. Very open about that. But I fucking deal with it. I deal with it. When will Max? So I'm supposed to feel sorry for him. But everybody else, fuck our mental health. Okay, little movie park. You got that. Sorry, I don't feel bad. I do not feel bad. Because no one felt bad for me. Except for a few people who knew what was going on. And Max knew what was going on. And Brian Master of None knew what was going on. When they were doing this shit to me.
Oh, Tony's back.
Yeah, I just came back. I seen the shit show and I was like, oh my God, what the fuck? I got to come back.
Yeah, I kind of wish it could have been more productive talking a little bit.
Oh, it wasn't going to be productive. He came in here with a clear agenda. He was basically looking to gaslight you and basically tell you that Max is a victim.
Yeah, I knew that. That's why I flipped out. Because he came in here with that agenda like I was fucking stupid. Come on, I've been doing this for 2 fucking years.
Exact examples. I don't know. It's just, I mean,
I've been doing this for 2 years. I know when people are trying to play the runaround. And here's the thing, Devin, that's what I'm saying. That was the biggest issue I had, Devin, is that I literally did not want all this other drama. Like with Enosh made it public, fair game, but everything else didn't need to be aired out. Like his issues with me didn't need to be aired out. His issues with Jimbo and RJ didn't need to be aired out. He aired it all out.
Well, real quick.
Because
I'm gonna bounce. I just want to get out.
Well, I just want to say to Devin, because Devin's here and he doesn't know what's going on. I will say this, Devin. I told Max that if this drama stuff kept continuing, he was going to chase you and Sean away. Sean's gone. He left all of us. He might come back. He might not. Well, he left. He definitely left me and Max, and that's fine. I'm completely fine with that. I love Sean enough to respect him. But I literally told him, I said, Max, you have Sean and you have Devin. You have two great people to have on your panel. If you keep allowing the drama shit to come onto your streams, you're going to lose them. Because Devin don't do drama. Sean don't do drama. It's going to get overwhelming for them too. So just like have them on. And if you know people are going to fight or derail your stream, don't have them on when you have certain people on there. That's it. But that's me telling him what to do. He asked for the advice, by the way. It's not like I just gave it to him and said, you need to do this with your channel. He asked for advice. I gave it to him.
Yeah. Lots of people giving advice. Max has done this before. This is, I don't get along with Lunga. I don't like Lunga. We all know. We seen the shit show that was the other day. But I was there when Lunga and Max had the little falling out backstage. And it was 100%, again, Max putting other people over his friends, right? your viewers are not your friends. Little movie perp says he been hanging around with Max. He known Max's community for a year. Well, Saggy and them have been hanging around there a lot longer and have had actual conversations, personal conversations with Max. Enosh has had personal conversation with Max. So if Enosh comes to Max and says, Max, I think this guy's fucking with me. I don't feel comfortable. I don't would like you not to have him on the show. I don't want this to blow up bigger than it is. Max, being a friend, an actual legitimate friend, should have said, okay, Enosh, I got your back on this. But he didn't. And that's what pissed off a lot of people, right?
Or at least waited to figure out what the fuck's going on before he moved on with what he was doing.
And not give in to the person's demands to ask questions, turning into I won't answer any questions unless it's on the live stream.
But
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
dude, what was that, bro?
That was it was a
I
shit show.
cannot stand either of those dudes that was on that fucking panel. But I'm not gonna like do the whole Max. You're not allowed to talk to those people, and Max, if you're with them, you're against me.
But
I
one
cannot
person
stand
did.
Skywalker or
Well,
Leon. I can't
right, but that's
stand
the
them
thing.
motherfuckers.
That's the thing. I tried to tell Lil Movie Perp, and he tried to freaking like do a runaround. Only one person drew that line,
Enosh.
right? And right, only one person drew that line, and I understood why. Because out of everybody, Enosh, if Enosh is being harassed by somebody to that degree, where now it's affecting his family and his children, like Enosh has all the rights. We never did that. That's why I couldn't. That's why Lil Movie Perp was here.
You can't. I love Enosh. You motherfuckers know how much I care about Enosh, but
Right.
you can't just say that kind of stuff unless you have proof. Now Enosh says he has proof. Well, he alluded to, like, he said it's not that hard to reverse an IP and find out where somebody lives and see who it is that owns that IP. He said that on that stream.
Right.
So that made me think, oh, Enosh has proof. But as much as I dislike Skywalker, whatever, that wasn't his room. You could look and tell that is not Skywalker's house. Whatever that gadfly is or whatever, I don't know how that ties in. If that's the guy that's been harassing
fun
Enosh,
fact
but that is
about
not
that.
Skywalker's house.
Hold on. Wait. Fun fact about that. After Skywalker's stream, when somebody pointed out that the paint, the wall paint and the lighting looked the same, that person, that other account, all those videos are gone.
Mm-hmm. Very convenient that right after that stream that dude.
So you guys really think it's Skywalker?
I still do. I still think
you saw that busted ass room and you thought that was Skywalker's
Well, here's
house.
the thing, Chris, and I'm gonna have to bounce after this, but here's the thing, right? Just because one room has a busted ass TV or a smaller TV, he didn't go and say, "Here, I'm gonna walk through the entire house and show you room by room what it is." Right? He showed two specific rooms, so there's no way for us to be like, "Oh yeah, that is his house," or "It isn't his house." Right? It could be or it couldn't be.
I think
if
it's somebody
Enosh
who maybe
again,
knows Skywalker, but I as much as and believe me, I would love to be like, "Oh, it is Skywalker." But I'm not going to accuse people of shit just because I don't like them.
None of us were accusing him. Enosh,
Right? No, but
Enosh
yeah,
did.
we weren't accusing. Yeah, nobody accused him. But here's the thing. My point was, right? I agreed that, like, if he said that and somebody asked for proof, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. No one said Max was in the wrong for asking that. My issue was, for me personally, I'm like, because they're like, what, is that wrong to ask for proof? I said, no, but for me, if my friend told me that somebody was doing something and he had proof and he explained to me why he couldn't show it, as a friend, I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna trust you. I'm gonna just trust you.
If Enosh is saying it's Skywalker and he has proof from the IP, and I was like, of course I'm gonna believe Enosh. Of course.
Right, but that's
and one thing I'm never gonna say to him is, well, Enosh, you are my friend, but I got to check with my other friend first to see if it's no, man. I would have just shut up and not said anything.
That's what Max did. And that's what
all we were saying. That's all this is about, dude. Is that we chose to believe Enosh, and Max was like, well, I'm gonna have Skywalker on. We're like, well, then do it, dude. Like, if you don't want to trust your friend, then that's on you. Like, what? Why is that our fault? And the only reason why I said something, because, like I said, this same shit repeated itself. Literally, I'm not even joking. Literally a year from this month. This happened last year to me on the same month.
It did. And with that, I have to go.
I agree, Devin.
See you, Tony.
So if you're done with the drama, come over and hang over.
Yeah, we're gonna start winding this thing down. So
Devin said it a lot more eloquent than I could, but that was the point I was trying to make. Is what?
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it.
Said. Like, I'm not gonna just like put allegations towards people just because I don't like them. You know what I mean? And I see that happen a lot on here, man. I do. Like, I've always got somebody fucking mad at me. Like, You know what I mean?
It's usually
I've always got
me.
somebody
It's
mad at
usually me. It's usually me.
Like, no, well, no. Now it's you know who it is. It's like fucking.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the fuck you're mad about, but whatever. He's like, so I've been falling the fuck back, man. But
Right.
today I wanted to come tell RJ that's fucked up. I'm sorry that you and Max fell out, and I'm. And
No,
sad.
trust me. Trust me.
I
this
feel
shit-
I feel bad for all of you guys. I do, man, because I see it from both sides. It's like I said on my last video before all this shit jumped off. I said I see it coming. Max didn't have to do this. RJ and Saggy made a hashtag. That's their fucking business. The stuff that Skywalker did say to fucking Saggy and Ashley was fucked up. I was there for that fight. I was there. I was in that fight with them. You know. Y'all know how cool I am with Ashley. So it's just this whole thing is so fucked up. Like everything is like I tried to like say this is nerd stuff is how we all found each other. And now nerd stuff seems to be how we're all like just trying to break each other. Someone really
Definitely
like,
fucking hollows out here,
Like I
man.
said,
someone who
yeah.
I really care about, man. Someone really smart said that once you see a person is broken, that's when you stop.
Yeah.
That's when you stop because you've won. They're broken. You've won. Anything after that is now mental abuse. It's abuse now at that point.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping now I understand why I don't go public with shit. Don't always
That's
get mad at people and just
right,
hit the go live
right.
button or put the videos back up
Mhm.
because you're fucking butthurt about
Right.
something. You know what I mean? Don't just fucking. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make this
Well, no,
about me,
here's
but
the
I'm
thing.
mad
No,
because I
it's
seen
not good.
Hominous.
Like I
I
said,
seen
that's why.
Hominous in the fucking chat say some shit, and I know Hominous is only joking, but it's still fucked up, man. Community posts and all this shit, bro. If you're that fucking desperate for somebody's attention, just reach the fuck out, man. Like, just stop with the bullshit because now I agree. Never go public with this shit. Some people,
Yeah,
they'll
see?
go public. They'll see
Yes.
one comment and they'll make 7 fucking videos about it, and it's just
Yeah,
stupid.
exactly. No, here's the thing, right? Chris, out of everybody here who me and Chris have gotten into it, like at least the last few months. Me and Chris have gotten into it. And Chris and me talked about this. I'm like, see, Chris, now do you see why I don't like to do this shit publicly?
No, I'm never doing shit publicly again. I'm falling so far back. I mean, like I'm an open book. I'll put my personal information out there, but if it's something that is important to me, like whatever it is, what kind of car I drive, my relationship with my daughter, something like that, anything that can be used as ammo is never going out there again, ever. I'm done. I'm never doing it again because I just see that on here, all we have are our words, and we will use our words to try to hurt each other when we're because that's all we have. The only way you can hurt each other is and it's so sad that it got to this fucking point, and I'm falling so far fucking back, and I don't understand why, you know, this shit happened. But I will say this: I love Max, but that video with the hashtag war, it just seemed really weird that. All I'm saying is Skywalker and all these people have made this hashtag and he supported it to the fullest. And then your friends, the people that actually spend time with you, they make a hashtag and you, for some reason, all of a sudden have a problem with it and you make a video about it and you call your friends Karens.
You know what, Chris? I think I know why.
I don't know why
I
he
think
did
I know.
that. I asked him and
I
he
think
didn't
I
want to
know.
talk
I
about
think
it.
I know. It's because he wants to spend time in that hot tub.
Live from the La Quinta Inn. You know, if you know, you know.
You know that was shots fired, right? When he said live from the Quinta Inn, if you know, you know.
That's the joke. That's the joke.
Yeah, no, that was a lot.
No, do you know? No, Chris reminded me there was a reason he said that because I was confused too, but I was like, oh shit, that's right.
That was a shot.
That was a
Actually,
shot
that's
at
why I
me,
talked
yes.
about it on my stream. That was a
Yeah,
shot.
that
So
was-
if the girls
that was
want to
a
get
shot.
mad, they have every right to be mad. And if Max wants to be mad, he has a right to be mad.
And
But
mind
it's finally
you-
come to the point where I can understand why people are drawing lines. I never draw lines or guilt by association, but I'm starting to. I'm starting to see why people do it.
And by the way, I will say this, Devin, I did unfollow you and force unfollow you on Twitter just because I didn't want you to be involved and caught in the middle. I did the same with Rhea. I love you both. And because of that, I was like, I just don't want them to be in the middle of this shit show. Because, you know, again, there's some people I definitely cut off because I saw their response to all of this. And I was just like, cool, good, goodbye.
I could
But
never
to
do
other
it the way
people,
Devin.
yeah. I didn't want them involved because I know myself and I know it was just going to be annoying for them. And they were gonna feel like, ah, shit, and I just didn't want to push them away. So I was like, I'm just gonna do this because I just don't want to involve more people that already need to be involved because now it became a huge thing.
I've been
Yeah.
doing homework for the last hour.
Well, on that lovely note, I think it's time to wind down this stream. Thank you to all 60 plus people who are watching.
All the lurkers and the haters that are going to continuously fuel this. We'll see you again next time.
Well, yeah, that too. But
Yeah,
thank
let's
you all
not
for
forget the
watching.
purpose of why the stream was even done for
Yes,
for RJ.
Yes, for me, like I came forward, I addressed what happened. I'm done. I don't plan on making more streams about this. I ain't a drama YouTuber. I ain't a drama YouTuber. I ain't Saggy Melons. Okay, I just gonna do my thing and just chill. After this, I don't have any intention of carrying this on. I'm dropping all this, and I'm good. Okay.
Yeah, no, I said my piece too. Like, don't come to my channel expecting more of this because even if anyone responds to this, I'm like 100% checked out. Just
I'm checked out too after this point. I'm done. Like,
I'm just
done,
letting
done.
y'all know that Isaac is listen. He just seems nice, guys. Isaac is not nice. Devin is not nice. Caden is not nice. Okay.
Don't you dare
These
talk
people
about
aren't these people are not nice. Here's what I would do if I was you. I would sue them.
Yeah. Hollywood After Dark in a few hours.
Matt
Everyone. I'm sure
Jarbo is not a nice guy.
Oh shit! I think Matt's gonna talk about it too. So maybe we're not done.
Well, okay.
I'm
probably not.
Hey, can I just say this much? And I know I've become quite the Matt Jarbo dick writer lately. I can't help it. He's my favorite YouTuber right now. But out of everybody that's been talking about
right
this
here.
subject, listen, Matt's the one who's been the most level-headed about it and been the most objective.
Yeah, because
Are we in agreement?
Because he's not the one getting pretty much shitted on friggin' fucking other people's streams.
Get shitted it on. Get shitted it on, man.
What shitted it on?
Anyway, I'm sure.
I'm out of here. I'm leaving. Y'all be good.
Bye, Chris.
Anyway, I'm sure that Matt will talk about this. I don't know if we'll be on. I said my piece, but we're out. Bye, guys, and have a good rest of your evening.